In this video, I'm going to be calling sellers to get real estate deals. It's a mix between wholesale deals or deals that I want to buy and keep as rentals or flips, and also land deals if I want to do a land deal and hold it or resell it or whatever. And this video is going to consist of 25 calls, I think around 25, maybe more, but it's going to be 25 calls in total between cold calls and follow-up calls. So it's a mix between the two. You could see how I kind of hold the conversations and present myself and talk to these sellers. I'm very casual. I also have 4 verbal offers throughout this video. I don't know exactly when, but there are offers in this video where I'm presenting my offer, and some of them are actually getting accepted, and we actually have 1 signed contract on this video. Now, these are a little bit more higher level calls. If you're cold calling, don't expect calls like these because, these are follow-ups too, and I'm also doing inbound marketing, so I have a higher quality leads than a cold call. But I hope this provides you value. You can see how I present myself. It's a longer video. Throw these on in the background. Throw these on while you sleep. I don't know. Some of these sellers are kind of annoying. Sometimes I'm annoying. So maybe it's not the best sleeping videos. Whatever. I'm yapping a lot. So enjoy the video, and it's gonna start like now. I'm also gonna have timestamps, so you could skip to different calls if you don't like that call.
Hello.
Hey, Mike. It's Alec. How are you?
Hey, pretty good out.
Good, good. Hey, we were texting about your
Park
place.
house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So I was looking through my notes. It's interesting. So I think you mentioned it was on 12th Street. When our referral company sent it over, they actually sent it over as 17th Street. So I was looking at the wrong property anyways. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, so it's on Northeast 12th. So I did look
Right.
into it. I think you mentioned it was being cleaned out. So what were your guys' plans? You wanted to sell it after that? Was anybody potentially
Well,
gonna?
yeah. No. Well, the thing is, it's been empty for 4 years because I've been waiting on her to get all her stuff out of there. I've
Oh
been
wow.
done with. Yeah. And she has been going over there every week since before November of last year, getting everything in piles to move.
Got it.
Now, and man, I mean, she's went through every room. There's piles of everything, but it's all labeled like for the garage sale or for her daughter or for her son or whatever. And all my stuff's out of there, so I'm just waiting on her to clear it out. I'm trying to be as nice to her as
Yeah.
I can, but boy, she's got some complications. She sees a therapist and does all kinds of stuff, and her son don't work to help her out too much or anything like that. So she's got a lot of little issues like that, and she's very fragile. And she got upset with me over there because I gave her 2 years to grieve after her father died, and my mother died before my dad did, two
Mm-hmm.
years prior. So I mean, my mom's been gone 6 years. Her dad's been gone nearly four
4
years.
years, yeah.
And yeah, and the house, we're paying the taxes. I put a new air conditioning in last year. I mean, that's just continuous doing things over there that I keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Just sad. It's sad that we can't, if we would have went ahead and Airbnb'd it or something, we could have done
Made
that.
some
But
money, yeah.
she's just so slow. But
Well,
anyway, I
mm-hmm.
told her that, yeah, she said she was going to be done in middle of last November, and then
Oh
I
man, it's been
gave
like
her,
6 months,
yeah,
4 months or something, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
Oh,
then it was February,
yeah.
and now I gave her till the end of April. So the thing is, I'm trying to be nice as I can, but man, my niceness is wearing off real quick. Because she's
Yeah.
my stepsister, not my sister. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom always said, you do what you got to do when this is done. But she's so fragile. I've been trying to. I'm in good shape. I've had my own apartments all these years too, and I sold them a couple of years ago. So, it's not that I need every penny I can make. It's just that I want to get this out of my. I'm 72 years old. I want to
Oh
start
man, you
getting
sound great
around.
for 72 though. Wow.
Yeah, but I've been retired, taking care of mom and dad for those last. I had to retire about 7 years ago just to take care of them,
Yeah, that's not
and
easy.
no, it wasn't because I did most of the running around for both of them, and then you had the COVID, and dad had
That's fucked
COPD,
everything
and
up, yeah.
yeah, there's been all kinds of situations, but I'm really pushing to try to get this done. So I gave her till the end of April to let me know, and she's been going over there and spending 5 out of 7 days over there
Oh wow, it's okay. So
doing.
she's been taking
Yeah,
a little
so
bit more
she is working
seriously.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, my patience, if she don't get something going here and work with me a little closer, I'm gonna have to get a lawyer and just do it that way.
Oh man, well
But
that's not gonna be clean. That sounds a little messy.
no, no, that's not gonna do good. But it's a joint trust fund we both own, and both of the properties. They have a piece of land Dad had up north too. We got both of the properties in our name, so we can sell them. All we have to do is agree to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
So
it was
you know,
smart that you guys put it
yeah,
into a trust. You guys avoided the probate and things like that. That was a good
yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
Um,
we got the probate's already done, so we can sell the house. It's just, oh, geez, I wish she would get along with me a
well, I
little
mean,
better. I'm feel,
would it help to get her like a moving company or something and like a storage unit?
no, I've offered to help in every possible way, but
Yeah.
she gets upset with me because I always ask too many questions and she
Okay.
don't give me many answers. You know, I mean, it's just sad that it's going like this, but. The thing is, I got to do what I got to do, and I told her pretty much. She don't want me to mention no lawyers, so
Okay.
I told her, just let's get it done then. So
Yeah,
right
and
now
it's a
I'm
big
waiting
house
for the
too,
end.
so I
It's
can
a
imagine.
beautiful house. I
Yeah.
mean, to tell you, it's got it's a beautiful home. Three
Yeah.
bedrooms. It's got
Like
a
2,000
generator
square
in the
feet, it
back.
looks
So
like.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Was it on Zillow? Did you find it on
No,
Zillow?
unfortunately not. No pictures on Zillow. I imagine it's because you guys have owned it for so long. So,
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's been owned by them for a long time.
yeah, it looks like it.
Um,
So, no,
but
nothing on
I have,
Zillow.
yeah, I got pictures of the house, the inside of the house. I took pictures of all the rooms, but it's just you can't see too much because there's stuff
Just
all
stuff.
over that place.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Um, well, we do buy a
anyway,
lot of properties, like I mentioned.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I noticed that you guys are buying some properties. That's good though. I
yeah.
think it's a good investment. I've had properties all my life, and they've been carrying the weight for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I
We do a lot in the Highlands as well. We don't.
Oh yeah, Pompano Highlands.
Yeah,
That's my area.
we were buying in the Highlands when it was like 150. Now they're like 400K. But
Oh no, I know, and I
yeah.
had look at I had property. I bought my house for $32,000.
Oh, God bless
So,
you.
I mean, and it's within a mile from the ocean too.
Yeah. It's
But I
crazy.
sold that sucker and made 10 times the
Yeah,
money on it. Plus,
probably
I
a
had it.
thousand times, honestly. 32K.
Well,
Yeah.
I paid my rents.
Yeah.
All the stuff I did on my own was all savings. So
Yeah.
when you have renters, the only problem is that, if you don't live at the place you rent, it's a little bit more difficult for sure.
Yeah.
I have to go pick up rents at three different times,
Yeah,
shit
you
like
really
that.
gotta
But
do a virtual to avoid
yeah,
that.
and you got to be younger. I'm 72 now, so
Yeah.
I sold those apartments. I don't need to be dealing with renters anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, well, if you want, you check back after, like I say, May 6th is. I figure it'd take me about a week after April to try to get through to her and see what I'm going to officially
All
do.
right,
But
so here's the
I'd
other
say
thing.
about
I'm
May
gonna try to
6th, I
get a
would know
price
more
and
about what's going to
timeline and
happen. If
try to
the
get like
house
a
is going to go
soft
for sale
close.
or
We'll see
I've
how it
got to get a
works.
lawyer, I don't know. But I've
Yeah.
got to move forward. This has got to stop. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
it sounds like it's getting a little
Yeah,
excessive.
well, she's mad at me for trying to rush her, and I'm, damn it, does it sound like I'm
Yeah, I
rushing
mean, I
her?
could get that, but after 4
4 years.
years, yeah. 4
Yeah,
years is a
4 years,
lot.
I don't need to deal with it. She don't even talk to me. It's all text now.
Yeah.
If I don't text her here.
What is her name, Mike?
Her name is Emily.
Emily. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, is
Same as
Em
her. She changed her name back to her dad's name too. So
Oh,
she
did she
got
change her last
divorced.
name back? Okay. So,
Yeah, so DiFiore.
okay. And she's on
But
the same page with you and
she honestly won't want to talk to
no,
you.
no, no worries, no worries. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like she,
Yeah.
she's busy and stuff. But she's on this
Yeah.
she's on
She's
the
in
same
her
page
own
with you.
world.
Yeah. She's on the same
Yeah.
page with you in selling, or do you think she's going to end up wanting to
Yeah,
keep
no,
the
she
house?
wanted to buy it, and that's another thing that pissed me off. She wanted to buy it, okay?
Oh.
So I'm thinking she's going to buy it. But then she moved out after Dad died. She was taking care of him. Then she moved out, and I don't know why she moved out. She has 5 different places she could live, and she's
Wow.
living in a gated community with her son's girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
And why does she have 5 empty houses she could be renting or selling or traded it to me 4 years ago? I would have done that. I would have sold it. She got 3 2-bedroom apartments that were given to her 9 years ago, and they were
Wow.
rented. One apartment was rented for 1 year, and the other, it's a half a mile from my house east, and I'm only a mile from the ocean. And and they have been empty for 8 years.
Wow.
Three two-bedroom apartments within a mile of the ocean in Pompano Beach, where the prices
Wow,
are
that's a
going up
beautiful
like crazy.
location. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, don't that tell you a little bit how slow she is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with.
It's
But
hard.
it's
It's
gonna
hard when
stop.
you're working on other
Yeah.
people's timelines, you know.
Well, all I wanted to do is I'm single and I'm ready to do some traveling and stuff. And
Yeah.
my house has already been paid off. I paid it off when I bought the house 30 years ago. I paid this damn
Wow.
house off I'm living in. So there's no reason for me not to get rid of the other house, except I don't want to send her to the hospital. And in the meantime, I'd like her to just get her stuff out of there and let's sell the house and maybe get back to being family again. I don't
Yeah,
know what's wrong.
that sounds like
Yeah,
ideal
that's a
outcome.
plan. It's only
Yeah.
working for me though.
Well, you mentioned that she
Yeah.
might wanted to buy it from you. How would that have worked? She would buy
Oh,
your
she would have
50%?
to give me her triplex that she was given for free that sits empty for 8 years, or she has a house that she raised the kids on in Plantation, Florida, and that house has been empty for 15 years.
Okay, so she would
With,
do like a trade with you.
she could have done anything with me,
Yeah.
but she can't communicate for shit. She talks to therapists, and her kids are both trouble more than anything. Not trouble. I mean, her son's real helpful, but he doesn't work. He never did really have a steady job. He says he's got PSTD or whatever that shit is.
Oh, PTSD. Wow.
Yeah, she put and she tells me he's her rock. Well, if
Oh,
he's a rock and he don't work and she don't rent no apartment, he can't even go collect rents or anything.
yeah.
I rented apartments for 50 years, man.
Yeah.
I bought a house. When I bought my property, I was the youngest person in Florida to own property. I had it
Wow.
when they changed the law from 21 to 19 or whatever it was. I was the first morning I had the house.
Wow.
So, I've been doing my share to keep it rented all the years. Then
Yeah,
all
it
of a
sounds
sudden
like
my
it.
parents die and there's no decent mental communication with her.
Mm.
It's really weird. But anyway,
Well, I mean, do you
that's
think it
the
would make
story.
sense if we did give you an offer and maybe you can go to Emily and be
If
like,
she would have given me an offer, but when we sat down after a couple of years and sit down and talk about it, I asked her for an offer and she had nothing to trade. She wanted me to hold a note for her.
oh, she would.
Yeah,
Okay.
she don't want me to get my anything and just want to pay me. And then what happens? So if she don't collect rents from her other apartments, would I have to evict her?
Yeah.
Or, you
But
know,
but
this
I
is
mean,
family. Yeah.
let's say we gave you an offer. I mean, do you think that would expedite anything? Where it's like, hey,
Well, I texted her yesterday and told her I'm waiting for her reply now.
okay, like let's say you had
I,
like a cash offer in hand, it was a good offer. Like you think that she would be
well,
like, all right,
the thing is, other people have wanted to, come and look at the house. And the thing is, with her shit in there, you can't even see the
yeah,
floors.
well, we can do it unseen. That's not a problem. I could talk to my underwriting
Well,
team
it's
about that.
awful. It's an awful nice apartment. It's not, it's not going to be cheap or anything, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be too expensive either. I just want to get it sold at a reasonable price. That's all.
Yeah, well, how much were you
And
guys, needing to
uh,
walk away with after selling?
we've never really talked about the price. I've just
Okay.
been waiting on her to get ready to that point. And like I say, if she wants to stall past this point, I got to go another way. I'll go pay a lawyer. I don't give a shit, but
Oh, that's gonna suck. Yeah.
I
Um,
know, but it's not money. I've already spent $14,500 on getting a probate because
yeah.
she wouldn't talk to me, and the lawyers were charging us $283 an hour for her and her son to talk to them
Oh,
to go through me. I mean, it's just silly shit.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I got to, yeah,
what I can do, Mike, is I can go to my
okay,
underwriting team and get them to give me an offer. It might be a
okay.
little low because it would be unseen and we don't really know what we're working with.
Oh yeah, no. Well, we can understand. We'll take an offer. I'll take it no matter what. But the thing is, I have to get her to agree with everything that I do. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, go ahead. If you want to give me an offer, you can damn sure do that. And then,
Okay.
like I told her, I got a guy who wants to give me an offer sight unseen. What do you think about that? And
Yeah.
I
And she
told
hasn't gotten
I'm
back to
waiting
you.
for her reply.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a day or two to get back to me.
Gotcha.
But I'll
Yeah,
know
well,
real soon.
let's say I did get
Yeah,
the offer. Do you
yeah.
imagine that she would be like, "All right, I have an offer. Let me get this
I
done
will tell
quicker."
her what the offer is and
Yeah.
see how she reacts. That's about all I could
Yeah.
do right now. Yeah.
All
So,
right. Well,
but I tell you, at the end of April, things are going to get changed.
Yeah, in
Come
3 days
come
here,
first
right?
week of May. Yeah.
Yeah, a few days.
Yeah.
Okay, and I mean, what do you think the offer would have to be to get you
Oh, it's
guys?
got to be at least 650,000. Got to be
Gotcha.
because
Okay.
yeah,
Even with like an
that's the
unseen as is offer.
even unseen because you need to see this here to bid on it. To be honest with you, it's just got too many darn pluses. All the marble and stuff in the kitchen, all the
Oh, okay. So
cabinet
it is
space.
renovated. Okay.
Oh, it's been renovated big time.
Oh, okay.
You
I
you
was
got
just
you
imagining
got a
so.
backup generator, gas generator
Oh,
for
okay.
hurricanes,
So
and you
you have
got three
marble
bedrooms.
flooring, and the kitchen is also
Oh yeah, you got
renovated.
all of the flooring is no carpets or nothing. It's all tiled in and looking good.
Okay. And the kitchen is
The
renovated.
house is in pretty good shape. There's a few things that need an updated on, but it's just that nobody's living there. And we keep the AC on so it don't nothing gets messed up inside. And
And the kitchen is
yeah,
also renovated, and the bathrooms and
the
stuff.
kitchen's great, man. You got marble all the way around the countertops.
Okay.
You
I
got a
was
big.
imagining it needing a full rehab. I didn't know it was anything.
No, man, I sent you a couple pictures of it. You want a couple pictures of the
No,
kitchen
you
or
didn't send me
something?
any pictures of it.
No, I said I will.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
take.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
I don't. If you can see around all the shit she's got piled up, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you about 3 pictures, and then if you want, make a decision on whatever, and send me an
Yeah.
offer if you want to at
All
that
right,
point. But
let me talk
yeah,
to my team about that, see if I can get
sure.
that 650 offer approved, and then I can get that
Well,
sent over to you if so.
whatever you want to do, it'll be fine with me. I'll read whatever you got, and I will check with my sister too when she sends me any information on it. I'll give you an update on what she says.
Gotcha.
But
And is there any, just out of
yeah,
curiosity, is there any space to maybe put more bedrooms? Like, is there like a Florida room?
no, well, we built. I think it was like a. He's got a man. We got all kinds of shit in there. We built onto it. Um, I don't know how to explain it. You got a big family room. You got a big kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
mean
send
the
you a couple
location
pictures,
obviously
and
is
you try.
great too. You know,
Yeah. And
it's
I also we got another. We got an outside little utility room in the backyard,
yeah, I
and
saw some
in the
shed
front.
back there or something. Yeah.
In the front, there's a tool room up there, right by like where the driveway would. There's a
Okay.
carport underneath the top too that
Yeah,
protects
yeah,
it,
the
but it's
circle
not an
driveway.
enclosed.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me send you a couple pictures, and then we'll get back.
All
I'll
right,
answer
cool.
you when you give me a text
All
later.
right, thanks, brother. Appreciate your time.
You got it, my friend.
Okay,
Thank
see ya.
you. Bye bye.
All right, so I didn't mean what did I say I was gonna do? I said I was gonna like try to get like a soft offer. I guess I kind of did that, right? I got 650. Kind of got a soft offer, like what he was looking for. Probably gonna see these pictures. I was imagining it as a full rehab. He's talking about this lady's stuff. 4 years. I don't know. I was imagining like a full rehab. This one definitely has some potential. 650 is expensive, but it is one of the biggest houses in the area. The Zestimate's 650 for reference. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe a novation or something. Maybe nothing. Realtor referral, and then explore her other properties that sound like they might be vacant and needing work. There is some potential with this lead. So that's how I'm looking at it. With this particular deal, I don't know. But there is motivation. So we know that at least. And yeah, I mean, got like a little bit of a timeline. I don't know. This one's probably going to be one of those like follow-up ones where, even if I get the offer, nothing's going to get accepted or closed right away. So that's how I'm looking at it. Sorry, Bert. This is a lead that I spoke to about this lot. And I don't know if it's a deal or not, but he wants like 11. I'm going to offer him like 3. And just say like, we don't know.
Hello.
Hey, Michael, it's Alec. How are you?
Hey, buddy. Good, good. How are you?
Good, good. I was just following up. I did talk to my underwriting team this morning about your lot there in Fort Myers.
Yes.
So we are interested. We just had a hard time finding exactly like where it is in that area, and kind of like
Yeah.
what we're actually buying.
Okay.
But I do have an offer here. Now, when they were giving me the offer, they were looking at some comps, such as the one at 4124, unit 206, and some other ones. So it's a little lower than what we initially spoke about, but I do have an offer for
Okay.
$3,800. I mean, is that something you would consider?
You know what? Absolutely. Yeah, I'll take that. But I want to stay with you, Alex, and work on that other project that you're managing of the LLC and the 19 properties.
Okay, yeah, the
Um,
ones, yep.
yeah, yeah.
I could send you that. I could send you all the rent rates and stuff with that one if you were interested.
You could send that to me now, and I can start reviewing that. Or do you want to wait a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I could send that to you whenever you're ready. I think you mentioned that you were a month or two out from that though, right?
Yeah, closer to 2 months. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's when there's just phenomenal cash coming.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Okay. Let me give you my email address. Let's do that and get that out of the way.
Okay, sure. What's a good email address for you? Well, I'll send you
Right.
this purchase agreement for the lot that you have. And then
Okay.
what the next steps would be is if you could find that paperwork with the gate code and whatever else you have, that would be great. And then we're probably gonna do a survey on it, and I imagine we can close in 2 weeks, but I'm gonna put a 30-day closing just to be cognizant. But I imagine we could close sooner
Oh,
than that.
yeah, that's fine. It's 2 weeks, 30 days because it's my least expensive property. Yes, that would be
Okay.
fine, Alex.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, I'm gonna send that over to you now, and it's a pretty straight to the point purchase agreement, just a simple 3-pager, and
Yeah.
then we can get this started today, and close, by the end of May,
Okay, good.
by mid-May.
Is it, do I have the capability of electronic signature on there so I can do that and ship it right back to you?
Sure, yep, I can send it over to you via that. That's no problem.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. That would make it so easy and I can just forget or address it when it comes.
Yep,
Good.
sure. I'll do that right now. It's a pretty straightforward purchase agreement. If you want to call me if you have any questions or concerns about it when I send it over, you can do that. You have
Okay.
my number, and then we'll if you can find that gate code and stuff, that would be great. And then we'll start the survey, this week, and see what we're doing and stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds good. Alex, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. Nice to chat with you.
Yeah, buddy.
All right,
All right,
bye.
bye-bye.
Okay, so maybe I should have offered lower. Fuck, I think I offer too high there. 3,800. I actually came into the call gonna offer 3,000. So I'm soft, bro. I'm soft. 3,800, bro. Why did I say that? She just stuck with my guns, bro. 3,000 would have got accepted. He's like, I don't even care. So yeah, that kind of sucked, but whatever. 800 bucks. Honestly, anything lower than that, I just feel bad at that point. So now, when it comes to comps, there's one that sold for 5,000. There's one that sold for 3,800. There's one that sold for 8,700, and then there's one that sold for 60,000. A couple that sold for 16,000. Some for 4,000. Some for 7 to 10,000. So they're all over the place. It's a very weird lot location because it's in the middle of an apartment complex. It's very weird. It's in a Gargate. So imagine like an oval, like the main street is here, and then there's an oval neighborhood, and the top part of the oval has houses or apartment buildings, and the bottom part just empty lots, and he owns one of those lots, but it's in the Guardgate community. It's very interesting. I've never seen something like this before, but a 3,800 bucks seems like pretty low, pretty low downside. So we'll try it out. Yeah, I'm gonna send him that. That's enough yapping about this. All right, this is a sub 2 one. I don't think I recorded these calls, but I spoke to this lady last week. So they have a sub 2 house that they can't sell cash. They don't have any equity in it. They owe 6K in taxes, and they want to walk away. No, they owe 8K in taxes, and they want to walk away with 6K each. It's two people, couple. They're divorced, so it's 12K plus 8K. That's 20K entry. I'm gonna offer them 10K entry. 1K each. I already have the contract written up, so I could send it to them like literally right now, live on the phone. And yeah, that's gonna be the close. We'll see. They should answer.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Deja. It's Alec. How are you?
Good morning. Hi. How are you?
Good, good. I hope you had a good weekend. I was just calling. I did talk to the underwriting team, and I do have an offer here for
Mhm.
you, so I can send it over.
Mhm.
Just wanted to go over it real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I don't have Lewis with me, so if I do end up calling you back a little later, it'll be because
oh,
I'm
okay.
I or
Yeah,
yeah,
if you want to just tell him what we reviewed, I could actually send you over the offer
yeah.
too, and you
Okay.
could tell him, and then, I
Okay.
could talk to you guys both later this evening when he's around, and we can get this all ready if you guys are ready to move forward.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
did get approved an offer where we're gonna pay the 8K in taxes, and we can actually put a little bit of money in your pocket too. However, it's not gonna be this full 6K. The max I could get is a full what would be 1K each, so $2,000 to you guys, and that would be a total of a 10K, cash to close with the taxes.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. See, for me, I'm more so I just want to get rid of it. Lewis, on the other hand, he doesn't want to. He wants to be able to walk away with something. I just want to be able to walk away without having any of the taxes weighing me down and just collecting and adding more principal or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah.
interest.
With this offer, you guys would be walking away with around 1,200-ish dollars because I think you owe around 75 or 77.
Yeah,
It would be
it's
just over a
it's
thousand.
77.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all would pay that, and it'd be the one each.
So we'll pay 10K at closing, and then that 10K
Mhm.
will pay the 2024 taxes, and whatever else is left over that would go to you guys.
Okay, okay, I see. Okay, well, yeah, definitely. We'd like to I guess discuss that too, him and I. So send that over so I can send it to him.
Sure. So I can
Or do
email
you
you.
have his information?
I do.
Or I can just forward it. I can just forward
I
it. It's
do
fine.
actually
I
have
don't
his
want you to have to
information from when I
double
emailed
the
you
work.
guys in January. I
Okay.
have both your guys' Gmail's accounts, so I'm gonna email you guys both. Now these purchase agreements for a creative deal are a little bit longer than a normal one, so they are sometimes a little bit
Mhm.
more overwhelming. Once we review it
Mhm.
together, they're not as bad, but just like the initial look through, like they can be. So that's why we typically like to review it before sending it. But I can still send it over to you guys and go over what we just talked about, and then if you guys want to talk later this
Yeah.
afternoon or whatever, we can schedule a time and go over it together.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not, well, we don't live in the same place or in the same residence. So,
Yeah.
I just got an apartment and I'm pretty far from where he is,
Oh,
but,
okay. So maybe just a
um,
three-way call would be
yeah,
best then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And then I did see some pictures online on Realtor.com. However, those pictures look like they're just from like a
Mhm.
standard unit, not from your particular unit. I mean, do you guys have any
Mhm.
pictures from when you bought it or like a folder or anything by any chance?
Pictures of when we bought it. What do you mean?
Of
Like
the
that,
interior of the
pictures that we
house. I
took?
mean, we know what we're looking at because like all of these
Oh,
kind of look the same, but we just wanted to see like the
hmm,
exact unit too.
yeah, yeah. I've got videos.
Okay. Would you be able to text them over? Do you
I've
think?
got, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, that'd be great. So you're at an apartment, he's still at the house, right?
Yes, correct.
Gotcha. Okay. And do you think he would have any issues finding another place to go in the next, 30-ish days? Like, has he started looking?
No, he started looking for an apartment a few days ago.
Okay. Are you guys both staying in Polk County?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna send you guys both over an email with the purchase agreements and what we just spoke about. What time later today, do you think would be best? Just like a ballpark, like
Um,
2 p.m., 3 p.m.
Today's Monday. I know that he said he had an appointment today. I'm not sure exactly what time. I can give him a call after this and see. when a good time is to talk, and
Okay.
then let you know
Yeah,
when
that
that is.
works. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
and then we can probably close in as soon as 30 days if we did move forward. We could, do a little bit longer if needed as well, work on your guys' timeline.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely. I know that's something that we're both looking for, so
Yeah.
that works.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, Deja. I appreciate your time. If you could send those
O-
videos, and then I'm gonna send the what we just spoke about in the offer and everything to both of you guys.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
All
I
right.
will keep you updated and talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so she didn't like that the offer was only 1K each to be around 1,100 to $1,200 each. She didn't like that. You saw the tonality change a little bit, but then you saw that there was still motivation, and there was still like, okay, I think this is still the best offer tone as well. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe what I can't even talk. I can't even talk. But yeah, I mean, it seems interesting. We'll see how this one plays out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send over the purchase agreement. I'm gonna mention in the email that these are a little bit more overwhelming to look at. Let's review it together. Try to set up a three-way call, and then if everybody agrees, get this under contract, and I potentially might keep this one. Potentially might and just rent it out myself. Potentially might sell it as well. Not sure exactly which way I want to go, but yeah, that's my plan.
Hello.
Hey Ivan, it's Alec. How are you?
All right.
Good, good. Well, we spoke last week about your lot
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Mhm.
I did talk to my underwriting team, as I mentioned to you I would, and I did get approved here for an offer. So I just wanted to go over with you, and if it made sense, I could send it over, and we can get this closed out in, next 30 days.
Well, so what's the offer?
I did get approved to offer you 21,500, and that's with us paying all the
Mhm.
closing costs. That's gonna be net to you, no other fees or anything associated with that.
Mhm. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Let me get your number so I can call you.
Sure. The number I called you on is my direct line. I can read it out to you whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. That's that the 813.
Yes, sir. The 813 number is my direct line.
Name is
My name is Alec, Alec, Alec.
Alez.
C is in Charlie, Alec.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alec. Yeah. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
And what exactly is it that you're gonna be doing right now?
I have some other situations right now, but I
Okay.
will call you back later.
Okay. When should I expect your call back? Like what are the next steps from here?
No, probably by late this evening.
Okay. Are you gonna be calling some other buyers back and trying to get trying to get like a bidding war, or what exactly is? I'm just trying
Hold
to
on a second.
understand.
Are you saying a bidding war? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like are you gonna be sending our offer to other buyers and trying to see if they can beat it, or what exactly are you gonna?
No, no, it had nothing to do with
Okay. Are you just
it.
busy, or?
No,
Okay, no, I'm just
I
trying
ain't
to
got time to
understand
play them
because
kind of games.
whenever
I'll
whenever
call
I
you.
whenever I send an offer, then my underwriting team, meets with me and asks if it was approved or not. So I just have to
Okay.
give them an answer. So what exactly are you going to be doing right now? Are you just thinking about it,
Well,
or?
right now I'm on the highway for
Oh,
one
you're
thing.
driving. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, well, safe
All
travels. What
right.
what what time today do you think we're going to reconnect? The next few hours, or what?
Probably no, probably maybe 4 or 5 this afternoon.
Okay, about 4 or 5 hours.
I'll be
Okay.
at my destination by then.
All right, Ivan.
Okay.
Well, safe
All right.
travels. I'll
All right.
text you. All right, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. All
All right,
right.
bye. That was really weird. I don't know. What's your guys' opinion? Should I have pushed more on that? Should I gone for a close? I mean, it didn't sound like he was ready to close. It also didn't sound like he was on the highway. I know what that sounds like. I've talked to many people on the highway, and you hear that background shh, So yeah, it was weird. You know, I'm gonna follow up with him in 4 or 5 hours and see what he's doing. I'll try to record it too. Hey, Abilio, it's Alec. How are you?
Good, Alex. How you doing?
Good, sir. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Well, I mentioned to you last week that, we would be at, I think it was like 174 or 172 or
Mm-hmm.
something. I did talk to the underwriting team this morning. I told them that,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted a little bit higher than that. I did get approved for a slightly higher offer. And that is with a 30-day closing. So, and that would be with the pre-marketing offer that we spoke about. So I just wanted to see if it made sense, and if so, I could get that over to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get approved for 181.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
now,
no, I'm sorry, man. It's not. I'm not in no need for it right now. I just want to hang on to it. With my interest on it is very low. It's
yeah, you're
barely
just gonna hold
three.
on to it.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm
I
sorry.
tried.
I know you did. That's the only way you make money, like you say. We
Yeah.
have to try it, but yeah, but I know it's not like if I was like in a situation, people get into situations. I have no job, I have no income, I need the money. I would sell it, for whatever it is. If I had to buy bread with it, but
Yeah,
no, at least I'm retired. I do have income coming in, so. I'm just sitting on it. Plus, it's still giving me income. It's giving
for
me
sure.
six, seven
Yeah.
thousand dollars a year. You might think it's not a lot of money, $7,000 a year, but to
No,
me it
six,
is.
7,000 is great. Yeah, that's a lot
Yeah,
of money. Yeah.
and I had no trouble with that single tenant there. If I had problems or I had other headaches or I wanted to just get rid of it, but the guy, money, he just deposited automatically every month. Never
Yeah.
calls me about anything.
Well,
Uh,
Abilio, I mean, listen, I still don't even have pictures of the house, so all these
I
offers are
know,
unseen. So,
I know, I know,
maybe
I know,
that's why they're a
I
little
know.
bit lower.
No, no, no. It's just right now it's not for me. Anyway, not
Yeah.
about you know.
I mean, do
I
do you
don't want
think
to
you
go
can
there.
get me pictures of the house? Like, is the kitchen
Let
renovated?
me. I have to. I have your number. I have to look back in my because I did before I rented to him. I did take pictures of everything inside, but it's on
Yeah.
my phone and it's way back on the pictures. I have to look back into them. Can I do that?
Yeah, if you
And
can,
then get
if
back to you. Yeah, give me a
Abilio,
little time to do that. Yeah,
Abilio, if you can get me pictures of the house and it's in better
yeah,
condition, because we do a lot of deals with, and I send a lot of deals to the underwriting team. When
yeah.
we have an unseen house, they always send me
I
low.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like anything. I mean, I wouldn't
yeah,
buy
you have to be
a house
conservative
unseen.
with the
Yeah, no
numbers.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
and you
mean,
have to
if
be. I
if
mean,
if you could send me when do you think you'll be able to send me those pictures?
let me look into my phone. Maybe not right now, but
Okay, later today maybe.
yeah, maybe later. Look, sometimes I do a lot of these thinking. Sometimes when it's 3:50 in the morning and I
All
wake up.
right, I'll look for the text at 4 a.m., 3
you
a.m.
know, you know,
My
because
grandma has a quote that she says, "You do your best thinking at 3 a.m." So,
yes,
yeah,
it's the truth, man. It's like
yeah,
your mind is so much sharper than after.
yeah.
But I go to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Oh man, you go to bed early, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of
Well, yeah,
course. I mean,
if you could let me know on those pictures, I could see. And then I know we were talking about last time, but what were you thinking about that pre-marketing offer? Well, we'll agree on a price and
no,
pre-market the
no, no.
house.
I would just want to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Get some money, all of it, one time, and that's it.
Okay, so you wouldn't be open
Yeah.
if we did move forward where we could pre-market the house, find some people that, maybe want to partner with us and and then partner with them on the sale. It'd be the same amount net
Yeah,
to
but
you.
not at 195. We were talking about
Okay.
little,
Yeah. Well, send me the pictures. Right now we're at
yeah,
181. Send me the
yeah.
pictures. I can't guarantee that we'll come up, but I could see now if we did come up that high, I know the only way would be is with that pre-marketing offer. I mean, if we came up to a number that you liked, I mean, I assume you would work with us
Yeah,
on
what
that,
number
right?
I like, and I walk away with that number.
Yeah,
To
and then
make a
we'll handle
difference
everything else. Yeah.
how you guys figure it out.
Yeah, and we'll handle everything else and
Yeah,
pre-market it and stuff
right.
and
Yeah,
get you closed out. All right, what? So you think you'll look for those pictures today though, for real?
Alex, for real.
All
I'm a
right,
man of
cool.
my word. That's the only thing I have. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, just want to
I
make
mean,
sure. I have these
yeah,
conversations with
that's
people
why.
and then they don't do it.
No. That's why the one thing I learned from a young age was you don't lie, because when you lie, you never remember what you
Yeah, well, your
said or
word is
who
the
you
only thing you
said.
have, like you said. So,
Yeah, so if you do that and you never lie, whatever the situation is, you do it. Yes, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because it's your mind is so much clearer, so you never you remember everything.
yeah,
That's another thing. If you don't lie, you remember everything.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, man.
Well, I'll
Thanks,
go to
Alex.
I'll
I'll
go
get
to
back to
bat
you.
for you
Yeah,
so I can get this done. I wanna make money
I know
too.
you've been working.
So,
I know.
so let's try to get something done here. So I'll
Yeah,
look forward to
yeah.
seeing those
And also,
pictures.
I have to deal with a wife, which is like every time I talk to you, I signed the 174, this and that. I
Okay,
go through her, and
you've been telling her about our conversations.
of course I have to. Who else do I have to talk to?
Yeah,
My
true.
cat. My cat doesn't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
no
true.
freaking clue.
Yeah.
You know.
Is she on the deed as well or just you? Okay,
No.
gotcha.
But everything is hers.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I have a girlfriend
Understand?
too. So, um,
Yeah.
all right,
Well, we
sounds
got a
good, Billy.
girlfriend.
What's
Don't get
that?
married.
I'm probably gonna be married this year. So,
Really? How
yeah.
old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, that's okay. All right, that's good. Good time to start. Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, yeah.
don't wait till too late. I have a brother a couple of years younger than me. I think he's 63 now, and he got married like in his 50s.
Oh wow, that's
So
late.
yeah, he's got his oldest boy. I think is 15,
Hmm.
and his youngest one is 12 or
So was he
13.
like
And
65, 66,
he's
68,
63
63?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's divorced,
Hmm.
and he fought like hell for joint custody.
Oh yeah, you have to, man.
With it.
It's sad
Yeah,
when you
yeah. I
can't
mean,
get that, you know.
back when he got divorced, so like 16, 17. I think the lawyer charged him like 47 grand.
Wow.
Hello.
Hey Tommy, how's it going? It's Alec.
Good.
Good, good. Hey, I just wanted to continue our conversation about the one at on Galveston, I think.
Well, I'm probably going to. I'm probably. Yeah. Well, let's do that though. In about a month later.
Okay, why is that?
I just want to do it a month later. I've got a guy in it that's supposed to. He's doing some work for me, and he needs some place to stay while he's working for me.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha. Yeah.
we won't close on it at this point, but we can probably sign the papers anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I did get approved to make an offer for you. It is contingent on us doing a survey and seeing if the lot's potentially dividable for two properties there. But I did get approved to offer you 80,000 for it. I mean, is that something you would be able to make work?
No, actually, I thought you were somebody else. I thought you were the same person that had bought the other ones for me. No, I agreed to sell it to them for 112,000 and 112.5.
Oh, the Galveston one, 112.
Yes,
Oh, that's a really good
yes.
offer. Okay. Um, so what? So you want us to reach back out? I mean, like, do you want me to still?
No, I'm going to sell it to them, and I told them I would. But I thought that
Okay.
was who I was talking to.
No, you're good. I know you probably talked to a lot of people. And then your duplex is good to go. That one's
Yes.
pending now. Okay.
Yep, I've already got a contract on the duplex.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate your time.
You bet.
I called this guy. He just called me back.
Hello.
But I didn't answer. Hey, Scott. It's Alec.
What's up?
Hey. So we spoke the other day about your lot. And I talked to my underwriting team, and I do have an offer here for you.
Okay.
So we did want to do a survey because
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So we did want to do a survey during our inspection period of the lot, but I did get approved here to offer you 11,500. Is that something you can make work?
No, we got offers at in the 20s. Yeah, I didn't really want to sell it that cheap. Those properties, and I don't want full retail, but you know what them properties are going for, don't you?
Yeah, no, this area is definitely we see the activity happening. I
And
mean,
that
11,500, we are paying all the closing costs, closing in probably 2 weeks. So, that would be net to you.
yeah, they're brand homes on that road. Uh, it's a nice area,
Yeah.
but thanks. But that's a little lean, really. 11 grand.
Yeah,
Anybody
I can see how it's a
use
little
car
low.
for that anymore?
Yeah. Well, Scott, let me ask you this before we hang up. I can go back to my underwriting team and try to get a higher offer. I mean, what do you think, we need to come up to get this done? Because you have offers in the 20s already. So, like, what are you looking
Yeah,
for?
I mean 27, not to be waste anybody's time.
You want 27?
Yeah, and that's not retail, and everybody got to make money. I get that, but
Okay. Any reason that you don't just list it on the market then to try to get top dollar? Try to get your 27?
any reason why I don't list it?
Yeah.
I get so many calls about people wanting to buy it.
Okay.
I don't have the time, really. I run a business that has 10 people that should have 20.
Oh man, you need
Really
yeah, you're saved by
busy
a
at work,
busy guy,
and
yeah.
24-hour shift, but
Yeah. All right,
and
well,
that's a lot. But see what they can do.
let me talk to my team and I'll get back to you, okay?
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
All right, bye. All right, I think that was the first call I made in the last session, so maybe you remember that guy. Yeah, he wants 27. He didn't tell me how much he wanted on the first call. He told me 5 was too low, so try to see if 11 worked. Clearly it doesn't. Now, there is one listed nearby for 75, but it's weird because it's listed for 75 for 3 weeks, but somebody bought it before for 24. So like they bought it for 24 and then relisted it for 75. It's kind of weird. There's one listed here for 40. Neither of those are selling. Let's go to sold comps. Yeah, there's that one that sold for 24. There's one that here sold for 25. Now we do have a 35. We have a 33, 33s. So we have something here. We have some 29s. Now they're a little bit further away. So the Zestimate's 19, although that's not accurate for land. I don't trust that for land. So I think 27's a bit high, unless I knew I had a buyer locked in, at 30 or something, it's a small deal at that point. But, I don't mind doing small deals. A lot of people hate on them, pays the rent.
Okay, and you?
Good, good. Well, hey, the reason I'm reaching out, I tried calling you a few times. Our referral company sent me your info. They were saying that you're looking for an offer on your place on Staff Lane in Zephyr Hills.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yep. So I was just calling to get you that offer. It looks like it might be a mobile home. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you own the land too, or you rent the land?
No, I don't own the land.
You rent the land?
No, yes, I rent the land.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. And what were your plans? Are you living here? Is it vacant at the moment?
No, it's vacant.
Okay. Were you living here before, or what happened with it?
Yes, I lived there for about 6 months.
6 months. Oh, okay.
But I relocated, so I go back and forth to check on it. And I got a camera on it, so I can make sure there ain't no squatters or anything like that.
Nice. All right. Okay. And why did you why did you leave?
Oh, like I said, I have family where I relocated, so that's why I left.
Okay. And where's your family now? Where are you now?
In St. Petersburg.
Oh, okay. So you just moved a little further west. Okay. And what were your plans with this? Did you want to sell it? I mean, you have the camera there. Were you thinking about...
I want to sell it. As soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Well, we can definitely help with that. Ideally, we would like to buy, mobile homes that own land. I think the referral company actually mentioned that you own the land. I didn't know that you didn't own the land, but we could still give you an offer for it and see if it makes sense. How much was your lot rent?
300 included water.
Is 300 including water? 300 on the dot or like just rounded?
300 on the dot every
Okay.
month.
Including water. Okay, and then what do you pay? You just pay electricity and like Wi-Fi and stuff if you were to live there?
Yes, you pay your electric and Wi-Fi,
Okay.
and that's it. And the lot rent.
Right, right. Okay, and what did you buy this for when you bought it to live in it?
I bought it well, I was homeless at the time, and I ended up buying it.
Oh, okay.
And I lived there for about 6 months or so, about 6, 7 months. And then left. I just was like alone. I didn't want to be alone. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, these
yeah,
sales
my
are usually a
family
little.
had just moved this way. So,
Yeah, no, so these sales are usually a little bit different. I'm sure you're familiar because you bought it, but it's technically a vehicle, so it would be a bill of sale instead of a purchase
yes,
contract for a
yes,
property.
I have a title on it and everything. I have
Okay,
it.
yeah, so we do a bill of sale and we could set up a closing date and then, either meet at the DMV or arrange that meeting. And what did you buy this? Was this already here when you bought it, or did you move the trailer here or the unit?
No. I bought it right there on the land with it.
It was already
It's
there.
It's a 55 plus.
It's 55 and up. Okay, yeah, I'll look into that a little bit more, and after we hang up. And how much were you needing to walk away with after selling?
Well, I wanted to sell for at least 30, but I could negotiate.
Gotcha. Okay. And do you know what the units are selling for in the area? I'm not super
Um,
familiar.
some of them are about 30, 35.
Okay, so you're looking for market value for it?
If I just want to get more, enough for
Yeah.
what I spend with lot rent and,
Okay.
and what I pay for the mobile.
Okay, and you paid what, 30 for it?
No, I paid, what was it, about 13,
Oh, you paid
but
13.
that's like 3 years ago. 2 years. Yeah, 3 years it's going to be now.
Okay. I mean, if we can get you closer to 13, maybe get you a little money in your pocket, like around like 15-ish. I mean, would you be open to that?
Might be more open to maybe 22.
Okay.
I like even numbers.
No, I hear you. I hear you. It's easier working on even numbers. I agree. It looks more appealing to the eyes. But all right. Well, what I'm gonna do, Angelita, my name is Alec, is I'm gonna send this over to my underwriting team and get an offer here for you and see what they say, and then I can get back to you with a definite price because I just make the calls. They're the ones with the money. You know what I mean?
Well, it's let me tell you, it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it has a extended room too.
It's okay, like a Florida room.
Yeah, you can make it into a den or bedroom if you want.
Okay, got it. And then what about the condition? Do you have interior pictures of it that we could see?
I might have some. I'm not sure. I have to
Okay.
look because I have
You,
so many pictures. So.
yeah, I'm the same way. I just recently spent like a week cleaning up all my pictures. It took a long time because I had a lot as well. All right. Well, when would you have a chance to, check out if you have the pictures? When would you have a chance to look that over?
Probably tonight because right now I'm going somewhere and I'm busy. I'm
Okay,
busy all day today, but
sounds good.
I'll see later on tonight. I could probably send them to you.
And
I send them to this number.
yeah, you can send it to this number, and I'm sure you've been getting calls from other investors and other buyers. I mean, have you been getting any offers or?
I have. I did get one offer about 2 years ago, but I was gonna get 20 for it, and I guess the other places they had squatters in them,
Uh,
and my deal went off.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
You
let
know,
me
and I've been trying, but a lot of places don't want it without the land.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we would buy it without the land, but that's a underwriting team's decision, so I'm not positive. And then what do you think this
On
could
the
rent
next one,
for?
you can make the left.
What
Yes.
what would this
I'm
rent?
sorry.
No, you're good.
Hold on a minute.
What would this
Hold on
rent?
1 second, please.
Okay.
One second. Okay, you see where the U-turn is only? You're going to make a U-turn right in there. Yeah, go ahead right in there. And then when you stay on your left side, and you're going to make a left on that first curve that comes up. Yes, I'm sorry. Hello?
No, you're good. No worries. What do the lots in this area rent for?
Huh?
What do the lots in this area rent for?
Oh, no, keep going.
I mean, not the lots, the houses.
I'm not sure. I'm
Okay.
not sure. Because, like I said, I only lived there 6 months, and I just, I really didn't get to meet nobody there, you know.
No worries, I understand. Okay. All right, well, let me see what we can do. When's the best time to call you? Is it usually this time in the later afternoon?
Tomorrow in the afternoon will be good. Yeah, around this time.
Okay. All right, Angelito. Well, thank you for your time. My name is Alec. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. The reason that call may not have been that good is because it threw me off. Because I bought this lead. I'm checking right now. I bought this lead, and I'm pretty sure I bought it as a mobile home that owns land. Yep, mobile home owned land. And clearly she doesn't. So, I'm refunding that one for sure. That's one thing I like about PPO is like, like you bought it, it's something's wrong, refund it. So, definitely refunding that. All right, I'm calling this guy who wanted 7K for his lot. I'm gonna offer him 4,500. See if he does it.
Hello.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey.
Hey, it's Alec. How are you?
Good. What about yourself?
Good, good. We spoke a few days ago about your lot in Avon Park.
Mhm.
I did talk to my underwriting team. We are interested. I do have an offer here for you. The only thing they didn't like was the dirt road and not being on a main road from what they saw. And then
Oh,
clearing
okay.
out the trees and stuff. But with that said, I still got an offer. Um, I have here an offer for 4,500. That's a 2-3 week closing. Us paying all the closing costs.
I'll have to decline it, Alec.
You're gonna have to decline that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I hate seeing $6,000 for a property tax and selling it for 1,500 less.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get them to come up to. I think you mentioned 7 for it.
Oh, that's fair enough. Thanks for giving me a call back, though.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I do typically meet with the underwriting team when they give me an offer and tell them to update. I mean, do you want me to go back to them with a calendar or anything, or I mean, would you work with us on that price?
I might. Give me a couple weeks to think about it, but yeah, probably. I mean, I'm just getting phone calls about it all the time, but
Okay.
you're as far as I've gone. I've never got an actual offer. I just get phone calls. So,
Okay. Well, I'm glad to be the first. Um,
yeah, yeah.
I could probably get something in the works, sooner than a couple of weeks. I mean, would you work with us on that 7 if I got them, up to like 5 or, 55 or
Yeah,
something?
I can probably do 55, but it's not your decision. It's the underwriting
Yeah,
team. So if you
unfortunately
can,
not. Yeah. I mean, I get paid a
yeah,
commission, on deals, so I get paid when you get paid. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I
I
have
got
just
you.
as much incentive. So what I can do is I can go back to them and see if I can get 5,500. You're saying that you would do it for that amount if I got that approved?
Yeah, well, no rush. I mean, take your time. I know you can't just
Yeah.
start bugging your underwriting team constantly. I get it.
No, no worries, no worries. Well, I appreciate your concern though. All right. Well, let me go back to them, I guess, and I'll get back to you maybe tomorrow with an update and see if that's even
It,
possible.
tomorrow this time works great for me.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yep,
All right,
no
bye.
problem.
All right. That was a really weird call. That call felt That call felt weird. Did anybody else get like a weird vibe from that call? Like, I don't know. He was like super concerned to the underwriting team. He's like, "Oh, I don't want you to go back and forth." It's a very interesting call, but he came down a lot in price, which is interesting. Because he was at 75, and then on that call he told me 7, and I mentioned 45, and then he's saying he'll do it for 55. So, I mean, I'll probably just go back to him and offer him 5K, you know, offer him 5K and just see what's up. I'm gonna email a potential developer about this too. But yeah, that was an interesting one, I think. Alec, how are you? Good. Well, we were texting about your place in Miami. Our referral company had sent it to us saying that we might be a good fit to buy it. Looks like you were looking to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What? And I think you mentioned in text that you needed to know how much how much money you needed to buy your next place. So were you looking to move, or what were your plans?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like, just a year ago, wow. I know, because they're separate.
Um, I'm having a hard time understanding you. What? Can you say
I'm
that one more?
talking, excuse me, this is better. I'm trying to talk, I said. This is sad because it's too big. I mean, just one person. I don't have any kids anymore, and nothing like that. It's 2,000 square feet. Very 20,000 square foot lot. You see the lot? It's very, 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 very unique. It has no neighbors in the back. There's 3 sides to it, but there's no neighbor in the back. Very big lot. It's very, very cool. I said it's going to be pretty cool. I got a new roof, new power sewer system. It's going to go well. Got a whole bunch of stuff. It's worth a lot of money.
Okay. Yeah, it's in a very good location. Where are you gonna be moving to?
I don't know about Texas. Yeah.
Texas?
Yeah.
Moving to what part of Texas are you moving to?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. Okay. I like Dallas. To be honest with you, my favorite part of Texas is Austin though. I just like Austin, Texas a lot.
I agree. I agree with Austin City Limits. It was really over Tuesday. Anyways, I like Texas. Good people, honest people. The shady people that I have in Miami. This is a shady place.
So when are you gonna be moving to Dallas? What's your timeline on that?
3 to 6 months.
2 to 6 months, you said?
3.
3 to 6 months?
Right.
Okay, and how are you planning on selling the house? Were you gonna list it with a realtor, or you just wanted to, sell it off market to somebody like me?
It's the best way to need house. People call me, I get called once a week. I'm in my property, very much about it. Very unique property, very nice. And no potential too, you put it in a house there. And if you do it right, you could re-buy front to 179 square feet, and then excuse me, and then you have 2 lots. 2 lots of candle.
2 lots? Okay.
You imagine you put 2 houses there.
You could put 2 houses on this lot?
Yeah.
You're saying if you tore it down? If you tore down the house?
No. No telling you how you put 2 houses. That big of a lot. Because of an angle.
Yeah, but you would have to tear down this house to put 2 houses though, right? You're saying?
No. There's 2 sides to it. And you put a house on both sides.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I see the corner, but I don't know if a house would fit there. You think a house would fit in that corner?
I think so. We have variance setback. It's a little bit difficult, but it goes up to Understate Avenue. It goes to an angle, so.
Yeah, it's at an angle.
You build a house there, super. And the other side of the house, there's another big part of the lot. Put another house there too. Just slower, but you still do it.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely talk to my team about that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this to my underwriting team now that we've talked, and they can get me an offer. Now, were you gonna be buying a house in Dallas, or are you gonna be renting in Dallas?
Renting for a year.
You're gonna rent for a year and then you're gonna
I'm
buy
gonna-
after that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
I'm gonna do that.
how much
I'm gonna do-
money would you need to rent for the year and stuff like that? Like how much money would you need to walk away with from this sale?
$500,000. $500,000. $500,000.
Uh, um, can you say that one more time? Sorry, I didn't understand.
$500,000.
520,000?
Yeah.
You
That's
said
nice.
you said
Of course, $1 million. This is the other one is 120,000.
920 or 520? 920. Okay, so you need at least 900 so you need at least $920,000 to for your move to Dallas? 800 and what? 85?
Yeah.
So you need $885,000 to do your move to Dallas. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tour guns. Cash little girl and we put her care of the slab. There were pipes out, put new pipes. Then you had to move the house. You had to move it somewhere. It was very, very expensive for I did as a company with a snake and it cleans the pipe out for us and then flushes it out. And then it puts a rubber in, sprays liquid plastic, and it redoes the pipes. More. But it cost me $80,000 for a DJ. There's a problem with sewer pipes anymore. But it's really good. It was a brand new roof.
It's a
Roof is
new
at
roof.
50 new roof. So you $50,000 a year. Yeah, $50,000. It's 50 years. Want to do the roof. Get a new sprinkler system as well. Get a water pump in it. So it was I got well water in my house. I have to pay anybody. So it's really good. Save about a month or more. Water and all that stuff. It's very good. Very good.
Okay. New roof. Do you have a mortgage balance on this?
No.
No mortgage? Okay.
Good.
So you're saying that you need at least $885,000 for your move to Dallas, correct? That's correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay. So if we had to make you an offer, it would have to be 885,000.
More.
More?
Maybe two people there to look at it. From New York. Their house is land. Anyway, let's see. I was a very good person for 25 years.
You have two buyers looking at the house. What kind of offers you been getting so far?
The good thing is 820.
220?
Yeah, 800.
That seems very low. 220?
It's 800.
Oh, 820. Okay. Oh, okay. 820 seems a little low too, though, right? You wanted a little bit more than that.
It was 920.
Oh, you got an offer for 920.
No, it's a 0 before.
Oh, yeah. The Zestimate is 920. Okay. So what I can do, and your name is Renee, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, what I can do, Renee, my name is Alec. What I can do is I can go back to my underwriting team and see if I can get an offer for you. Now you want me to go back and tell them 885,000 will get it done? Is that correct?
That's very good to me. Very good to me. I think 885.
885
All
net to you. You want 885 net to you.
right.
Got it. Okay, so we have to pay the closing fees and stuff on top of that. Okay. Yeah, let me see what I can do. And hey, Renee, just out of curiosity, while we're talking, I mean, would you ever consider, an offer like a seller financing offer where we give you a down payment and make monthly payments to you on your equity? Would you ever consider that?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. You have to have you have to have some money. You can't just buy it.
Yeah, we'll buy it and make monthly payments. So let's say we give you 10% down, so like, 80, $90,000 is a down payment, and then we make
Alright.
monthly payments on your remaining, eight or 700, whatever it is, 700 and change. Would you consider that at all?
Yeah, but it have to be at least 10% interest.
At least
10%.
10% interest rate or down payment?
10% interest rate.
Oh yeah, 10% interest rate's high. Yeah, I mean typically you like to be around like a 5 or 6.
But you're gonna have to buy it, so 10% is good.
10% is good. Okay. All right, let me see if I can make that work too. 10% down and 10% interest rate, and we could put that in a 30-year note, right?
All right,
30 years. Okay. All right, Renee. Well, let me talk to my team about this and see what we can do, okay? And when's the best time to call you? Is it usually this time in the afternoon?
Morning.
Morning is better for you. Oh, okay.
I mean, see you out in 24 hours.
Okay, and Renee, I was texting you from my other phone number that was an 813 phone number. I'm actually based out of Fort Lauderdale, so I'm close to Miami. That one is my work number. It's a Tampa number. But this is my other work number. It's a 954 number, okay?
Who again?
My name is Alec. My name is Alec.
Alec.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a text, Renee, with my name, just so you can remember it. And I'm going to talk to my underwriting team and see if I can get an offer for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Renee.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody asked me any questions about that one. That one was absolute chaos. First of all, my chair broke in the middle of that call. Talk about that. My chair literally broke in the middle of that call. Second of all, I couldn't understand anything he was saying. I'll just say it bluntly. Couldn't understand anything he was saying. Sound like a nice guy. I think I understood a good amount for all things considered. I think I actually understood a good amount of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, this is Gail. Okay, hey, this is Alec. I received your info from our referral company about your place on Hemlock. They were saying that you're looking to sell it.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like it's a lot, right? It's an empty lot.
Huh?
Okay, it looks like an empty lot. I was just curious, if you knew if this was buildable, because it looks like I've probably driven by this lot a million times, coincidentally.
The back lot should be buildable. It had a house built on it.
Oh, did it? Okay.
We just had it torn down.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see the house. Yeah, with all the trees around it. Okay. So
Yeah, we had the house torn down.
So the lot or the house would be on which?
Well, it'd be on Hemlock, more or less.
Gotcha. It looks
or
like
whatever you want to put there.
Yeah. It looks like the house before, like the driveway was on 20th. All right, I'll look into this.
There was a driveway coming in from the 20th Street.
Yeah, that's what I see right here. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture.
You don't have a driveway coming in from
Hemlock.
Well, there was a driveway coming in from 20th Street, but it went all the way back to the house.
Oh, okay, understood. Okay. And you tore down the house due to code compliance, or why did you tear it down?
Well, the house was real old.
It was an old house.
And we didn't need it anymore.
Okay.
All we was using it for was storage for a number of years.
It was an overpriced storage unit, huh?
Huh?
It was an overpriced storage unit?
Yeah, an overpriced storage unit.
Yeah, I've been there, had those before.
And so we just decided that, well, when they came to do that front in the front of the city on the water mains, I just asked them if they would tear that house out for me.
Gotcha.
And they agreed to it.
Oh, okay. And you didn't have to pay?
They had an asbestos siding on it, so it would have been a pretty expensive job.
Yeah, definitely.
And they took it down.
What was
And
the house? Did the house receive a like a stop work order or a demo order or anything, or it was just you just decided to do it yourself?
hold on 1 second.
Okay. Do you guys think I'm talking too much? I'm talking too much. Sounds like he's doing something in the background. I muted it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yep. I was just saying. Did the house have a like a stop work order or a red flag or a demo order, or you just did it on
No,
your
no,
own?
no, it didn't have nothing.
Okay. Not that it matters. I was just curious because I come
No.
across a lot. Yeah. All right. And why were you looking to sell it now? Obviously, you owned it for a long time.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm 91 years old.
Oh, God
I
bless
don't want to
you.
go over there and have to maintain the grass and trees and limbs and whatever else takes place. And so that's one of the reasons I wanted to get rid of it, so I don't have to bother with that anymore.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I say, I don't really don't need the money. So it's
gotcha.
not a big problem of if I really needed the money, I'd probably ask for more.
Gotcha. Well, God bless you
And
for being 91. You sound great for 91, first of all. I had no idea that you were up there in age. You sound like a healthy young guy. So, just
and
wanna,
anyhow, anything I do, I have to have somebody drive me there because I gave my license up 2 years ago because of cataract.
Man, you were driving up until 89 years old?
Huh?
You were driving up until 89 years old?
Until a few years back.
Wow, that's
I don't
great.
know. I don't know how far back.
Yeah,
My son passed away in January of last year.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and so then I went to get the insurance on my car because I had dropped mine. I dropped mine because I had a cataract
Right.
and got a regular card.
Mm.
And but I could go back and I could take a driver's test and get it back again. If
Yeah,
I
but
wanted to
it's
drive, but I
you
don't
probably don't
really
want to
want
drive
to drive.
anymore.
But
Yeah.
I've still got a car that's got a 3-year tag on it, and so I just moved it around in my driveway as security.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. Yeah, my grandma's 95 years old, so she's a little bit older
Yeah.
than you.
Yeah.
But she stopped driving when she was like 80. I'm the one that drives her around.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I got my neighbors. A couple of my neighbors help me out, and another friend of mine comes over and
oh, that's great. You know,
takes me
community
to
is
different places that I gotta go. I got some doctor's appointments and things like that.
well, community is very important, and it sounds like you have
Yeah.
that. So
I've got a great neighborhood.
that's great. Do you still live in Hillsborough County, or where are you living now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I live down in South Tampa.
Oh, you're in South Tampa. Okay.
Yeah, I live right across from McDill Air Force Base, across from Gadsden Park.
You live across the street from the what?
Gadsden Park.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's like some baseball fields there, right? Little league
Yeah,
baseball.
baseball field.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're still living in your house?
And the lake.
You never went to
Oh yeah.
You never went to
Oh
an
yeah.
assisted living or anything?
Oh no, I'm in my own house.
Wow, good for you. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Do you have a nurse that comes by and helps you, or you're independent?
I have a friend that comes by and helps me look at my medicines.
Wow, God bless you,
And
sir.
I
You're
got
doing great.
another one that comes by and helps me do different things, a lot things I can't do.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, well, that's a beautiful location, your Gadsden Park. I'm sure
Yeah.
Gadsden Park. I'm sure you can, maybe they could take you for a walk or something there, get some, fresh air. That's a very nice area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go out and walk up. I go walk up the street.
Yeah,
and I've got one of
definitely.
these scooters.
Yeah.
And you ride down the road.
Yeah, well,
I'm in good shape for
you sound
doing
great.
I do anything I want to do.
Yeah. My grandma that's 95 years old, she still walks without a walker and everything too, but she says her body's
Yeah.
catching up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, I'm in great shape. I can do almost anything.
Wow. Good for you. Good for you. You've taken good care of your body. That's very
Yeah.
impressive.
I spent this year, last month, I spent 15 hours at Disney World.
Oh my God, 15 hours at Disney World? Wow.
We spent 15
Who
hours
were
there.
you with at Disney World for that long?
My next door neighbor and some of her friends.
Yeah? Were you
Yeah.
were you walking around too?
No, I had a scooter.
Oh, you had a scooter. Okay. Well, that's still a lot
Yeah.
of outside. You must have gotten tired from that. I get tired from that.
No, I felt good all day long.
Wow,
And,
look at you. Look at you. You're
handled
doing
it all well with no problems and rode every road right.
good for
Took
you.
everything that you ride, not no, jumpy rides or anything like that, but all of the normal rides. So, yeah, I did good.
Well, congrats on staying in such good shape. That's very
Got two little nieces. I call them nieces. My next door neighbor's got a girl, 3-year-old girl, and
Oh my
3-year-old boy.
gosh. That's the cutest age, right? I
So
love that age.
they're over here seeing me all the time too.
Yeah. How cute is that age? It's such a cute age.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, that's great, sir. And then when it comes to your lot here, did you have any other ones, or was it just this one lot that you have in
No,
your
just
house?
that one place.
That's the only one you have besides your house?
That's the only one I own, and then I got the house.
And then you have the house,
Of course,
yeah.
I ain't gonna do nothing for the house.
You're not gonna sell the house, yeah.
No.
Okay. And I'm sure you got offers for your lot before. Any reason you haven't sold it in the past?
I talked to one guy here this past week, and he's supposed to send me a bunch of paperwork
Oh, okay.
to
What
tell
was
me what was.
what
But
kind
I haven't heard anything back from him yet, so I don't know.
what kind of offer was he gonna send you?
I told him I wanted $100,000, and I wanted a certified check before I did anything. Made any final arrangements. It had to be on a local bank. That's what I told him.
Gotcha.
And that's just the way it's got to be.
And what did he say when you told him that?
Well, he said he'd get with his people, and then he called back and said they were going to send me a bunch of paperwork to look at and see what I thought.
And he hasn't sent it over to you yet?
I haven't got up with him yet, no.
Okay.
This has just been over the last few days.
Oh, okay. You're moving quick. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we would definitely be interested. So you're saying that if we wanted to, make you an offer, it would have to be for 100,000. Is that correct?
100,000.
Okay. And where are you getting that price from? Is that what they're going for in the area, or, where?
I have no idea what they're going for in the area.
Gotcha. Okay.
I haven't bothered asking.
Okay.
There's an empty lot next door to mine. There's across the street. There's some big lots. So.
And would you work with us on that price at all if we gave you a good offer with a quick closing? Would you would you work with us on that, or?
No.
No, you're firm on the 100,000?
Firm as you can get.
Firm as you can get. Okay.
Before I take any less than that, I'd probably give it to the city.
I got you. Firm 100K.
Okay.
Firm. And just to go over our process, and you go by Gail?
GJ.
What was that? GJ?
GJ.
GJ.
Yeah.
Okay, GJ. Well, GJ, just to go over our process, we would want to send this over to a title company.
Yeah.
Would that be okay? Because we don't want to send the.
It'd be all right. Whatever. He who's there with the money gets the game. Gets a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would you like to proceed? Would we send you over a purchase agreement, or how would we?
It have to be some kind of a purchase agreement, and like I say, check for $100,000 and certified to a local bank, and then whatever.
Okay, yeah. So what we would do is we could send you a purchase agreement, but we could do like probably a 2 or 3 week closing period. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we wouldn't send you that $100,000 check right away.
No, but just before anything final or anything else that's holding it back is no good until I got a check in my hand.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we would have to, get this over to a title company and open the file and,
Right,
do a title search and survey and stuff before we do anything. It
right,
sounds like you understand that though, so that shouldn't be a problem, right?
yeah.
No. Okay. All right. So, what are the next steps if we want to make you an offer? Do I call you back? Do
You
you
can
do
call me back.
email? How
Call
would
me back on this phone.
GJ? How would
I'm
I
here.
get
I'm here most of the time, but
GJ? How would I get you the offer if we wanted to send it to you? Do you do email?
well, you could send it to my. I got two different emails, and one of them just made it up, and I don't really know the name of it right now. My neighbor's got that for me.
Would we have to?
She's not here. She's not here right now. She was here 5 minutes ago, but
Oh man, we just missed him. Okay.
yeah.
So what?
But you could give me a call back, and I'll give you the email address. A
Oh,
new
okay.
one.
So you do email?
I've got one now, but it's one that I haven't really used in years.
Understood. Okay. All right,
Okay.
sir. Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna talk to my team about this. And
Okay.
when should I call you back? You mentioned to call you back. When would it make
Well,
sense?
I'll be here rest of the day, and I'll probably be here majority of tomorrow. And Thursday I'll probably be gone a little bit. And for as far as I know, Friday I'll be here. Just about all week. I'm usually here every day, unless somebody wants to go somewhere or do something.
Okay.
Wants to take me. So.
And just out of curiosity, have you ever talking to any of the neighbors or anybody about them buying it, or are you just talking to whoever calls you?
Any of my neighbors
Yeah.
about buying that lot over there?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I never did even talk to them about it.
No, I was just curious. All right, sir. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm gonna send this over to our underwriting team, and I'll see if we can make that $100,000 offer work. Okay.
Yeah.
And by any chance, yeah.
Like I say, call me back in the next day or two, and I'll give you the email address.
Okay, sounds good. Do you think you have a survey in your files by any chance, or anything like that to?
Possibility, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Been a
Well,
long, long time.
yeah, it's been a while.
We've
Yeah.
owned it for. Well, it's been in the family indirectly. My brother-in-law owned it. He had a restaurant across the street from it
Oh wow.
for 50 years. He bought the house, probably, well, I don't know how many years ago. But anyhow, when he passed away, it went to my wife, and then my wife passed away, it went to my son, and my son passed away, and it went to me.
Wow.
So it's been a great number of years, 60 years, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like sounds like it. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. And
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this over to our underwriting team, and then from there
Okay.
I'll get an offer and I'll give you a call back tomorrow. And
Hold on just a minute. Maybe I get my new. What is my new Gmail address? J.
email address, you would check it and see it. You know how to do that.
And if I got a number on it, I'll call you back.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for your time. Have a good rest of your evening.
Okay.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure chatting with you today.
Okay.
All right, bye. All right, that is an interesting one. This one is very interesting. So he wants 100, which initially was high. I'm like, bro, 100, what the freak? And then I started looking at the comps, and we have, lots in the area selling for 135, 115, one selling here for 118, a $90,000 lot, but all of them are small. The only thing is this one's right next to a commercial place. Like, imagine like a street, one side of the street's residential and the other side is commercial. This house is right next to commercial, so that kind of sucks. But it has some potential here.
Hey, hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm so sorry. I am cleaning my apartment.
Oh no, you're good. Sorry to bother you then.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I had a couple interviews today, and I'm just trying to knock out some cleaning that I needed to do.
Good luck on
But
your interviews.
I'm sorry?
Good luck on your interviews.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I already did them, actually. But I did talk to Lewis today. He did tell me that he was busy. He's actually moving today.
Oh.
So I just haven't gotten a chance to get back to you. But yes, he did say that he wanted to talk more about it tomorrow. I did give him kind of like a gist of what we talked about over the phone and what that offer was. He didn't seem very elated about it. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
It just seems like that $2,000 was too low.
Oh, okay.
For me, we kind of just have two different things that we were wanting. I'm done, and he's more so trying to see what he can get out of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you guys didn't have that tax, then you would make that full 10. But yeah, that's the only thing.
Okay, well, I did talk to my mom about it. She's the financial advisor.
Okay.
She did give me some information as well, and she did also want to just kind of hear what you had to say too. She had some of her own questions that I kind of really don't know to ask.
Oh yeah, I would love to talk to her, make sure everybody's comfortable. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay. Well, she actually gets off at 6. Would it be okay to maybe do a conference call with her? And then she could maybe help me explain it to Lewis, or whenever you're free.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to just send me a text, just so I make sure I can get in front of my computer, then I can make that work. Yeah.
Okay. If not, me and my mom both have very open schedules this week. So.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, let's do it at 6. If you just I'll just look for a text from you beforehand just to confirm. If not, we can always do it tomorrow too.
Okay.
And then yeah, we could talk about it, make sure everybody's good, and yeah, I just wanted to give you a call before the end of workday though, so that's why I was calling you right now.
Yeah, absolutely, yes, sir. And then I do need to send you those videos. I just been kind of hesitant about that because based off of what Lewis was telling me.
Oh, what was he telling you about the price?
Yeah, just about that. What his concern was with that. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I tried that. That was as much as I could get the underwriting team to come up to, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess when we talk to your mom, we could see where we're at.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, she definitely knows what questions to ask. So.
Okay. No, that sounds great then. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll look forward to hearing from you. I'm gonna send you a text. Just send me a text when she's available, and then we can talk from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thanks, Deja.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Of course. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, I'm calling this guy Michael back. He was supposed to sign the contract, but hasn't yet. So, good.
Hello.
Hey, Mike, it's Alec. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, you did sign it. Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if you did or not. I just checked.
Listen, I am so glad you called me. I've never had an issue with DocuSign, and I was busy for a few hours. That's why I haven't sent it. Well, I did send it, but I just got to it a few minutes ago. I completed the DocuSign areas.
Okay.
And it won't let me forward the contract back to you.
Oh, yeah, that's because I have to sign it too. Yeah.
Oh, but it automatically goes back to you?
Yep. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, the software
Great.
does. Yep. So I just signed
Okay.
it right
Great.
now. So it's
Good.
end of day now, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna open the escrow, and we'll aim for closing as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay. That sounds
I
good.
just
Thank you so
signed
much,
it.
Alex.
You should receive it back from DocuSign. If not, I can email it to you.
I should receive a what?
A DocuSign should send it back to you. I'm gonna email it to you just in case though. This executed purchase agreement, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's just something I didn't realize. Once I complete it on my end, it automatically goes back
Oh
to the
yeah, no, you're
individual
good.
who's
No
sending it.
worries. No worries. Now you know.
Okay. Good. So,
Now you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, buddy. We're on track.
Looking forward to working
Okay,
with
buddy.
you. Okay. Have a
Yes,
good
sir,
evening.
Alex.
All right.
Well,
Bye.
bye.
All right. So we have a closed deal on this call. So nobody can say that I'm not closing deals. Closed deal on this call. Now let me email it to him because now I have the contract. Let me email it to him, and yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. This is a weird lead, but I'll figure something out. I think the first steps from here is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna time block some time tomorrow to call some developers in the area and send it out to them, and yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Hello?
Hey, Cheryl.
Hello? Yeah.
Cheryl. This is Alec. How are you doing?
All right.
Good. Okay. Well, my referral company has sent me your info for the house on Milton. I was just giving you a call to get you an offer. Is that still something you were selling?
Yeah. My property.
Yeah, it's your property. They mentioned that there was a tenant inside. Is that correct?
No, he's outside in the shed.
Oh, okay. He's outside in the shed. Okay.
Yeah, and the person outside in the shed in a motorhome. They're supposed to all move it though.
Oh, okay. Is he paying rent for that shed or?
No. Nope. Nobody pays
Okay.
nothing.
Is it the shed to the left side of the house if you're looking straight on?
No, it's in the back.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Any reason that he's not living in the house then?
Because I was living in the house, but I left
Oh,
because they wouldn't. Hold on. Trying to put you on speaker.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't. Okay, never mind.
You
You
okay?
could help me a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to get some water in the back of the van, and
Do you want me
it's
to
too heavy.
You want me to call you back later?
Yes, please.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, thanks. I can't do it either.
Okay. That was weird. That was a weird call, but sounds like there's some motivation there. Tenant lives in shed in backyard.
The offer?
Okay, sure. It looks like you were living in this house though. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, ideally we would want to come see it or, see some pictures before giving you an offer. Otherwise it's going to be, lower because we'd have to budget, maybe more repairs than needed. I do see some pictures on Zillow though. Is it in the same condition with the tile and the white cabinets and stuff?
No, the tile is new.
Okay, so you did some renovations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. And then just out of curiosity, why were you looking to sell it then?
Relocate.
Okay. Are you guys staying in Florida or are you guys like completely leaving Florida?
I think we're leaving Florida.
Oh, okay. Where are you going just out of curiosity?
Maybe Georgia.
Oh, okay, not too far. Like Atlanta area?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I like Atlanta. Okay. All right, well we would be interested in the house. What was your timeline on, selling, getting an offer and, moving, doing that move to
We'd
Georgia?
just like to know. Everybody's been calling me saying this, but they don't tell me the offer.
Okay.
So that's what I'm wondering. What is the offer?
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, so you just want an offer. Well, what I can do is I can talk to my team and get an offer for you. To be honest, I just make the calls. I'm not the one with the money. I just, I make calls to the company. So I can tell them just to get an offer. I mean, did you have like a ballpark in mind of what you were looking for or how much you needed to, walk away
Well, I don't
with?
think you guys are going to give us what we want. So.
Okay, why is that?
Because I'm sure you guys want to just flip the house, don't you?
I mean, we are investors. We try to give fair offers, but of course we would need it with some equity and
We want
something.
800.
You want 800 for it?
Yes,
Okay. And have you explored listing it on the market if you were looking for that amount?
we're thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could still see if I can get an offer for you. Like I said, I'm not the one with the
Okay.
money. I just work in sales. But in my experience, 800 is probably gonna be a little on the higher end. I think your best bet would be to list it. Do you already have a realtor that could help you with that?
I have somebody in mind.
Okay, because we do work with some realtors that, represent us whenever we sell houses. Would you want me to have them give you a call, maybe?
No, that's okay.
No. Okay. So 800,000 for this house.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I think initially I was thinking we would have to be closer to like the maybe 600 range. So you're
No,
saying that's not possible?
no, not possible. So
Not
you might as well
possible?
not even ask them. No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. I appreciate it.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Yeah, there's no doing anything there. Let me check this out though. Hey, Erica.
Yes.
Hey, this is Alec. I got your info from our referral company. They had mentioned that you were looking to sell your house in Hernando Beach, so that's why I was giving you a call to get you an offer.
Okay. Well, we're not. We are looking to.
What was that?
Okay. Yes.
Were you still looking to sell your house on Bahama Drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bahama. No, we sold that already.
Oh,
That's
okay.
from before. I thought he was talking about we have a different house.
Oh, okay. Which is the
That
other
one
one?
is
Because
sold.
they sent it with that one. Which is the one that you're not? Which is the one that you're selling?
No, it's Flamingo.
On Flamingo.
Here's a C thing
It's got a equal, the same one as what your little boat speaker.
that I just had in my hand.
Yeah, I got it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, please. Oh, okay.
Hello?
You got one?
Hello?
Yeah, 'cause this is the one.
It's kind of another spam call on my phone.
It goes to that speaker too.
I don't know what's happening here. I muted
Okay,
it.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Need some water.
you there? Okay. Hello.
Yep, I'm here. How are you?
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually curious because I saw that one sold a couple of years ago. So I was like, why are you guys looking to sell it
Yeah,
already?
good.
What what is the one on what is the address of the one on Flamingo Boulevard?
We
And
just moved around the corner.
are you living in this house or what's your
Yeah, semi living
Oh, why are you looking to sell it then?
because we're tired. That's
You're
why
you're
we're
tired.
just tired of them.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot. There's a bag for the speaker.
It's a big house.
We're just we got we got in that flood, the bottom part,
Oh man.
but yeah, so it's set us back,
Yeah,
and we're
those
just worn out. We're like husband 70, had stage 4 cancer, colon cancer,
Oh my God, God bless you
and
guys.
I know, and we're just keep living out of hotels, getting that fixed. But this time we put the bottom transom windows in under each window, and the breakaway walls in, and we're going to put on the floors all the way through the garage and everything, the epoxy sealer, the commercial stuff.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
got a good warranty on it this time. So,
And do you still have
but
water
you open it up.
damage? Do you still
Huh?
have do you still have water damage in the house?
No,
No,
no.
okay, you cleaned it all up.
We got it out of there. Yeah.
Nice.
And but we've got it put back to where if it does that again, it should be fine.
Yeah,
Because
you guys got hit
that's
with
what
two
our neighbors
hurricanes.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We bought it, it was already closed in, but I'm not going to say I used to flip houses too,
Oh,
and I
okay.
had a real estate office, so and we just wanted to sit and retire. But
Gotcha.
now we fix it ourselves, so I know what the heck is in, and it'll be good. It'll be really nice. So for a future person,
Nope,
where
for
it'll
sure.
be
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, we're right now we're cleaning the garage out,
Do you guys have
the
a
double
you
garage.
would you guys have a
You know,
mortgage or any liens or anything
no,
on this?
no, we don't.
Okay, so how much were you guys needing to walk away with if you did sell?
Um, well, it depends. I mean, like eight, 850, somewhere in there. But we bought it, so that's what we paid basically for it. So, and we've got all new flake-proof floor on the top,
Yeah, I see
and
it
it's all
sold for.
drywalled, all that crap.
Okay.
It's been done, so it's not like in here. We just have the 2 bathrooms are kind of ugly, but those are simple,
Yeah, I see it sold for. I see
really.
you guys bought it for 875 in 2022.
Yep, and plus I got a little commission back, so not much.
Oh,
Girl,
nice. You represented
just
yourself. Okay.
yeah, I tried to
Might as
anyway.
well. Might as
But
well.
it's and now it's way better. We put hardy. The whole thing's been hardy siding, everything.
Well,
So
do you think this purchase would be, obviously you flipped before. We are investors. We flip and, we have rentals in a portfolio. I mean, do you think this purchase would be a good fit for us?
I'll tell you what, it's Gulf Front, okay? And in this neighborhood, there's 3 sections. You've got, if you pull up the Hernando Beach map, you'll see that, okay, on the south end of the huge subdivision, on the south end is a bunch of homes, but you can't get out to the Gulf there, which is stupid. Why would you want one of those? But people buy them right up because they're pretty, So
Yeah,
if
yours is
they're
easier to
named,
get out. Yeah, you're right on the end.
yeah, ours we're right on Gulf Front. And wait,
Yeah.
Greg, is that the fish names or the flower names on the south side? Okay,
It
at the
looks like
very south. Yeah,
it's
write this
flowers.
down though. It's flowers like.
Yeah,
Uh,
orchid, lily, daisy. Yeah, it's flowers.
is that down at the
That's it.
very end, right? South
Uh,
end.
I mean, of this part, yeah. I mean, there's.
There's 3. I'm just going to tell you something for a lesson. I owned the real estate office, and I'll give you a little lesson as it's a good area. But you got that whole area. There's no other houses except out in this I'll call it a tri area. You got the south, the middle, and the north parts. Okay, we're in the middle part where we're at. On the south part, it's either fish, and I think it's fish down there. So you got cobia, amberjack, names like that will tell you that you can't get out of there.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't get your boat out.
Yeah, I
Okay,
see what you're talking
so
about
there's
now. The ones on
that difference
Hermosa
there.
Boulevard and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and then the next one is the flowers. The next one up is no. Let me see. That'd be us too. I guess I don't know.
I
Not real. It's
understand.
all mixed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, anyway. And
I
then the
got
north.
you. Yep, I
But
follow you.
so we're in the middle, and we are on the very front, on the Gulf front. So
Oh,
we
okay.
also have boat lift in the canal across the little street, Flamingo. That we can put our boat at, and we can go around to be out open water.
Okay.
So that comes with that, and it's deeded.
Have you
And
thought about
we,
just listing this on the market? Because it sounds like that's might be your best bet to get like a residential
well,
buyer.
yeah, but I mean, it's gonna out here. Most people pay cash. I don't know. I just was gonna finish it and just see what the market's doing. That it's coming back up when
Yeah.
it floods.
Well, we
What they
can.
did was put all these ground ones. The ones on the very ground. Well, we're not on the ground. We're
Yeah.
second level. So
Well, Erica, we can definitely get you an offer. Obviously we are investors, so
of
we
course,
would want to buy with some equity. Just as you did. I'm sure
yep,
when you bought. Just to be transparent, I could tell you this price point is usually a little bit harder to make work.
yeah, it is, yep.
Um, I'm sure you experienced that as well. So, I could still see if we can get you an offer, but I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to meet you at 850. Unless you know,
Well, and what you do is if you give me 2 months and just put me in your note there, and then call me back because I'll be in a better position to know because I got some insurance money. So even that, not having to pay a commission. I mean, what's the difference? It's what you net,
For sure,
And then if
yeah. I
y'all
mean, I
are,
could,
yeah,
yeah. I'll see what we can do. If we bought this, I don't imagine we would keep it as a rental. We would probably, look to flip it. And it sounds like you probably are gonna, put some money into it. So, your best bet might
nah, yeah,
your best bet might be to
yeah,
list it on the market, unless you were looking for that, convenient offer where we can, give you something that makes
yeah.
sense.
And then depending on if you're doing the cash or you trying to clean it up and then, paying so much of a mortgage to me and then,
Oh,
depending on,
you want to do a seller finance on it, maybe?
well, that's what they usually do.
Ah.
The ones that are want to buy houses, they usually want you to hold, long, that games. I mean, it just depends.
How
But you
how
can just
how
put
long would
me
you
in there
be
because
how long would you be open to holding that note for?
depends on what I need and what we would come up with. So
Okay. And
yeah, that kind of thing.
what kind of terms would you even be open to doing if we did that?
Well, I usually do, depending on, I've done this before for customers and just usually do like however many years that the payment makes sense. And then we
On a
amortize it
30
over.
year
And then,
with a
yeah,
balloon?
and then we balloon it and,
Yeah.
with an option to re-up it or whatever
Sure,
for
Yeah.
our side and
Well,
my
that
side.
sounds
But
like something that sounds like that would probably be the best bet if we bought this.
yeah,
If you were open to doing, how much of a down payment do you usually collect on something like that?
it depended too on, it's just you can't like this type want to give too much, the property over and then somebody destroys it either. So there's,
Like, would you want like
depends.
10% down, or how much down would you even want?
I'd probably, maybe a little more, maybe 200 or I don't know.
Okay, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, a little. I know it depends on what. There's so many terms you can do,
Yeah, yep, you can
and
really play
like
around
little
with that.
short terms. You can play around,
Yeah.
and then also you all might have something I might be interested in. I don't know. You never know.
Do you
Just
have any other properties or land that you're also selling, or is this the only one?
no. This is
Okay.
gonna be the last. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna to buy something maybe in north or Florida, and more north with a little bit of land
Mm.
type of thing. So if you run into anything, let me know
Okay.
because I don't mind paying the commissions, whatever. I mean, it's just fair because I've done it my whole life. This type of work. So, but I've just been out of commission because of the
Gotcha.
storm. But it's starting to look put back together, and the stuff we've done here, and it is a prime property. They call it Millionaire Row here, and there's nothing. The houses around me are huge and new. You can't even believe it. Ours is like the smallest one
I
on the whole
understand.
front
Yep.
row.
Cool. All right. Well, let me talk to my underwriting team. And when should I call you back? When will you have a better idea on your insurance refund and stuff like that?
Oh, well, I mean, you can put me down, probably check with me within, 8 weeks or something, see what's up. Or you can check with me, just check in and see, what's going on if
Okay.
if you'd like. And, Yeah, this neighborhood, the ground floor ones, you could pick up really cheap, but then there's dealing with the county and everything else.
Okay.
With, that kind of thing. If they'll let you build, you took FEMA money and all that crap. So.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Well, thanks. It was nice to chat with you. Have a good rest of your evening.
Yes. You too, and good luck. Happy sales there. Yeah, make a lot of them.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, talk to you. Okay,
All right,
bye.
bye. Hey, Brian.
Yo.
Hey, Brian. This is Alec. How are you?
All right, guys.
Good, good. Hey, well, I got your info from our referral company. They sent me your info on the house you have in Port Charlotte. They're saying you're looking to sell that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you own there. Is that correct? I mean, not you own there. It looks like you live there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Why were you looking to sell? Just out of curiosity.
Get out of Florida.
You're gonna get out of Florida?
Yep.
Whoa, man, where are you going? Where are you
I'm
leaving?
going over the mountains in fucking Virginia or Kentucky or something.
Oh yeah, nice. I was just in the mountains.
Too much bullshit, too many cops. Everything is they're running everybody out of town.
Yeah.
Why the price is so high? We're going to work. Well, they got building resorts and casinos there, so they're running everybody out. They're just looking for rental properties. Put these Mexicans and Guatemalans and shit in to put 20 of them in a two-bedroom and what two-bedroom. They're getting $2,200 a month for a two-bedroom.
Oh man, that is insane.
Well, yeah, nobody's buying a flip right now. Not a 9-10% interest. No way in the world.
Mm-hmm. It's expensive.
All
Yeah.
for rentals.
Yeah, it's very expensive right now. Where are you gonna be moving to? Did you already pick a place?
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm looking at properties right as we speak.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, I love Lexington. I don't know if you looked into Lexington, but that's a beautiful
Yeah,
area.
but I don't want to live there in town anywhere.
You want to be in the mountains.
I want to live outside of town. If it's
Gotcha.
5-10 miles, I want some acreage. I can put a big building up if it doesn't have one.
That
I can
sounds
go hunt on
amazing.
low property.
Yeah.
Cities and big towns don't mean shit to me. I want to buy a place where there's less than 3,000 people in the town total.
Nice. That's how my grandpa is. My grandpa, he built a cabin in the middle of Tennessee mountains and lived by himself. So that's awesome. That you already know what you want to do. And what was your timeline on doing that?
Did I sell this house?
Okay. And what was your timeline on selling this house?
Maybe before that. Just depends on. I'm waiting to settle my insurance claim, and as soon as that goes through, if I can find something in the money range that I have right now and that I just buy something cash. And then when I sell this, I'll do whatever else I need to do.
Gotcha.
Updates, needs work.
How much does a cabin or a house out there even cost? I never even looked. How much is something out
They're
there?
cheap.
Like how much?
They're actually cheap. Oh, you could buy places, shitloads of places under 80, 90 grand.
Wow.
I mean, I just missed a house that I've been trying to get for 6 months in Norton, Virginia. It was a foreclosure.
Wow.
And people were battling back. Everything that I needed. I needed a little bit of work in the house, but it had two 4-bay buildings, steel buildings outside the house. Had a 4-car garage attached to the house, and we had listed. The last listing was 119, and then I just got a pop up the other day. It went for 90 grand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if I knew that, I'd have bought fucking cash already.
And you already have some money saved up for that, or you're going to use the profits
A little
from the
bit.
sale?
I had enough money that I could put down on it and get a mortgage. That's not what the problem. But whatever I buy, I'm buying cash. I don't want no more mortgages, no more bullshit. Pay my taxes, insurance, and that's it. Don't have to fucking listen to nobody.
Yeah.
And when I die, my family's got everything set up with a trust fund. They just take it.
Nice. Well, it sounds like you know what you want to do, so that's great. All right. Well, I would love to give you an offer on your house in, the one on Hernando. Did you own any other properties, or is that the only one?
That's the only one. But I will tell you right now, because I don't think people deal, but nobody passes the fucking information along. If you have somebody calls for you ahead of time, they don't pass it along. I already have solid offers for 180 as is. So anything below that, there's nothing to talk about.
Okay, and what happened to the offer at 180? Did you accept it? What happened with that?
Oh, but just sitting, I'm just waiting to get some personal shit done. I got some health issues I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Once I get that shit straightened out, it's going to be sold. It'll sell in less than a week, paperwork-wise.
Yeah, well, this is a very
I
good
mean, I got
part
a stack. I got a stack of people that want it, and every 2 weeks they send me a new contract. And also, anybody that I do accept a contract from, first thing they got to do, they have to come out and do their inspections and sign them off. I've been down this road before. I'm not going to play that fucking game when it comes out of settlement or a week before. Oh, well, we looked all over again. It's going to be 20 or 30,000 less. No. I know I have to offer that. I don't accept that. I have to accept it. Then I got to start the process all over again.
Yep, I don't blame you. Yeah, you got to make sure that, you got to make sure you're selling it to a legitimate person, You don't want somebody wasting your time.
I got two young guys that live less than a quarter mile from me. Been buying houses, fixing them up. They were flipping them, and I've been buying them and renting them out. If I call him up right now, he got a solid offer. Everything's done for $175. I could sign the paperwork today if I wanted to.
Well,
I told him I got to.
Why don't you do that?
Because you can't do. I guess you people don't know nothing about it. Homeowners insurance and shit. You cannot sell a property if you have an insurance claim until you have the money settled and in your account. Because if you don't, you fucking lose it.
Yep. I'm familiar. I own properties, so I get it. Trust me.
But that's what the insurance company now for the last over a year and a half to finally get it. I waited them out to the last minute.
Does the house need some repairs done?
Oh yeah, it needs a new roof and it needs interior renovations. The hurricane damage.
And it's a 2-1 or is it a 2-2?
2-1.
Gotcha. So you need a new roof, you need a new interior, you want 180, and you already have an offer at 180. That sounds like a great offer. I would.
I got a couple of them at 180, but
yeah.
The first has been dealing with for 2 years trying to get it. So if it goes for 180, they're the ones that are going to get it. I guess if other people, well, I could do something for you right now. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to blow somebody off that I know personally. They come around to see me. I get phone calls from Ohio, California, all over the fucking country.
Yeah. Well,
then the first thing I get out of the mouth, oh, well, we don't sign we won't do an inspection till you have a signed contract. There's something to buy because you're not sticking it up my ass. I know better. I've been down this road before. I've bought and sold houses before. I know how that works.
Yeah, I'm looking at a house across the street from you. It's on sale for $210 with a new roof and 3.2. So I'm just trying to see how we can make that 180 work.
On what street?
On Ann Ave.
Ann Ave's nowhere near me.
You're on Hernando Ave, no?
Yeah, but Hernando goes for like a mile.
Okay, yeah. Well, Ann Ave is one street down. It's if you take
Claude Court. A lot more.
I mean, I'm looking at the GPS. If you take Claude Court down, then you pass Ann Ave.
What street?
Ann Ave, Claude Court.
And what?
It's right across the street from you.
But there's no Ann Avenue. I'll tell you right now. There is
well,
one.
It's a small street. There's only 7 houses on it, but it's definitely there. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I can give you the address.
Maybe you ought to buy it. Maybe you ought to buy it then. But I tell you, people don't understand. They tell me this bullshit. Oh, the housing inventory is so high. Yes, it is. 450,000 and up. There's fucking hundreds of them for sale. All over the place. People screwed themselves. They came down here and retired. People retired, bought their homes, $350,000, whatever. I don't understand women. Women are fucking stupid. They want a bigger house and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Well, the price of insurance, taxes, everything went up. Now they both have to get part-time jobs to be able to live.
So I see this other house on Midway Boulevard. It's currently on sale for $184, but has a new roof and 2 bathrooms. So where are you getting that 180 price from, Brian? How can we make that work?
But I didn't put it there. It's people that wanted to buy it put it there.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I get this shit all the time. I tell these people because they're too lazy. They get somebody to call and get all the information, and I tell them flat out, if they want to try and negotiate a lower price with me, do not call me back. The next day they call me back and offer me 160. shit like that, or 140, or
And then you
and I
hang
got
up
here.
on
Oh,
them. Yeah.
what's that?
And then you hang up on them. It sounds like.
Well, I tell them politely, don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time.
Yeah.
But they think
what
that they're going to get something out of it that way.
What I'm going to do here, Brian, is I'm going to send this over to my underwriting team and see if I can get an offer here drawn for you at that 180 price and see what we can do. By any chance, do you have any interior pictures of the house or anything like that? So
I lost everything. This house got hit with the hurricane. I lost everything I owned.
muted it. This is not a deal.
Right now, I'm living on a
0%
fucking
chance
air
this is a
mattress.
deal.
I got a table here with a computer on it,
I
a
don't even want to work
television.
with this guy.
And the
Sounds like he'd be a
kitchen is all
nightmare to
fine.
work with.
But I lost all my furniture, all my clothes, all that shit.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That doesn't sound like it was sounds like it was a rough time. Yeah.
I'm just glad I wasn't here when it happened.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you weren't there either. All right, Brian. Well, let me send this over to my underwriting team. I appreciate your time, and I'll see what we can do. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye.
See.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need to get off that call. Absolutely obnoxious person. Yeah, I mean at 180, there's nothing here. No deal here. Like he said, other people were calling back and offering him 160. Probably even be lower than that, to be honest with you. That's probably like the end buyer's price is 160. So yeah, I don't see how this one is anything. Hey Shirley. Hey, it's Alec. How are you?
All right.
Good. All right. Well, I was just calling. Our referral company had sent me your info for the house on Harley Court. I was just calling to get some more info and then get you an offer for it.
All right.
Is that still something you were looking to sell?
Well, if I get to what I want, I will. But if I don't, I won't.
Oh, okay, gotcha. They mentioned that you were living there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you even looking to sell?
Because I'm old and I want to move and get a smaller place.
Just a lot of house.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Where are you gonna be moving to? Are you gonna stay in Florida? Are you gonna stay in?
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna go further, closer, like Jacksonville or anything, or what are you thinking?
No, I want to stay in Florida. Stay in Nassau.
Oh, you're gonna stay in Nassau? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I think my favorite part of Nassau is Hillard. I don't know. We do a lot of we do some projects in Hillard. I like the Hillard area a lot. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, let me get you an offer then and see if we can make it work. Did you have a timeline on when you're gonna be, doing that move and, doing that downsizing just when you get a good offer or?
I'm not in no hurry. So whenever.
Yeah, no hurry. Okay. And you mentioned that when you get the price that you wanted, so how much money would you need to, walk away with to buy your next place and
Well, I told him I wanted 370. I mean, shoot, not 370. I'm at the grocery store trying to buy groceries.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah.
You said
And
370 you were looking for?
no, 295 is what I wanted.
295. Okay, not 270?
Yeah.
270 or 295?
295. I'll get it right in a minute.
Okay. Did you have a mortgage on the property?
Yeah.
How much do you have on that mortgage, just out of curiosity?
160.
160. Okay, so you needed around $130,000 to, walk away and buy your next place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you need 130. What are you gonna do with the 130? You're gonna buy the next house, or rent for a little bit?
I don't know yet what I'll do if I rent or.
Can you hear me?
One I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cut out there for a second. Okay, I got you. Well, I can definitely get you an offer. See if we can make that 295 work so you can net the 130. Now, I'm just a little confused because the referral company had mentioned that the house has needed a full gut renovation. Is that correct?
Need what?
They mentioned that it needed a lot of repairs.
It don't need no repairs. I've done repaired everything. There's nothing wrong with anything in
Oh,
there.
that's so weird. I don't know why they told me that then.
Yeah, the air conditioner is about 6 years or 5 years old. The roof's about 4 years old, and I had granite tops put in the kitchen. I upgraded and put a wood floor in it. You don't have to have nothing except maybe a dishwasher because I don't use the dishwasher.
Okay, well that's not too
And
bad then.
it could I just hadn't used it, so I don't know if the dishwasher even works. But
Oh,
other than that,
wow.
everything else is all right.
Have you thought about listing the house on the market to, try to get top dollar with a realtor?
Yeah, I can. I have two realtors that live by me, and they said I can get probably 315 at the most.
Yeah.
Somewhere along in there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, so
But I have no trouble.
in my experience, it's usually the best way to get the most amount of money is by listing it with a realtor. What we can do is we can provide you maybe a more convenient offer, work on your timeline, and take it as is if there's anything that needed to be done. But since your house sounds like it's renovated, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get you more money than a realtor could.
Yeah. Let me get out of the grocery store because there's a lot of people in here, and I need to get out.
Okay,
And
no
get out of their
worries.
way.
Well, Shirley, I'll let you go. I'm gonna send this over to my underwriting team and see if I can get an offer here for you and see if we can even make that 295 work.
Yeah,
And I'll,
like I said, everything's good on the house. There's nothing needs to be done. Like I said, except you can try the dishwasher. That's all.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because I haven't used it, but one time when I moved there, and
Yeah.
that was my daughter-in-law used it.
I
never used it.
understand. Yep. All right. Well, let me talk to my underwriting team, and then maybe I can give you a call back tomorrow when you're not at the grocery store, and we can see if we can make something work. Okay.
All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thank you. Bye. All right. So that lead, when I bought it, it said full gut renovation, and that's why I bought it. And I'm like, all right, full gut renovation. I like that. And obviously it's not. So I'm gonna refund that one. Might as well. But yeah, I don't know what I could possibly do with that one. Okay, I am getting an inbound call. Hi, this is Alec.
Hi. Hi, my name is Dan Pomerantz. I'm returning a message I see here.
Yeah, hey
I
Dan, how are
don't-
you? Nice to hear from you.
I'm happy to be alive. So many things aren't.
Oh man.
So I'm calling you back about my house.
Yeah.
And are you over in the Tampa area, or are you over here in Miami?
Good question. Good question. This is actually my work number, so it's a Tampa line, but I actually live in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm ready to sell my house. If you want to come and take a look at it, that would be the
Yeah,
most
definitely.
real thing to do, I suppose.
Yeah, I would love to swing by. It's to be about a 30-ish minute drive for me in North Miami, so that shouldn't be an
Okay.
issue. Are you living here, or is this a rental
I'm
investment?
here.
You live here?
Well, I'm sleeping in that property at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay, and what are your plans? Why are you looking to sell it? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I'm an old guy, and I have other things I could be doing rather than sitting in North Miami. It's not a particularly stimulating area. I'm here because my mother, when I was a little kid, she wanted to be safe, so we moved into Biscayne Park because it was about as safe gets. But
Yeah.
I don't care about safety. I have pistols. What do I care?
Yeah, you need to have them
Dangerous
nowadays.
as the next person. Well, that's true.
Yeah, maybe if we buy your house, we can go shooting afterwards.
There you go. I mean, safety is not a bad thing, but it's not the end-all, be-all.
Yeah, no, I think everybody should have some kind of safety,
I
you
do.
know. But where are you gonna go if you sold it?
I'm going to go up the central or northern Florida coast, I think, and just look at the waves for about a year and make money. And
Nice.
then I'm going to probably go to Italy or France or Thailand or all of the above.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I think that's where the minutes are happier. The food certainly is better, and the people there couldn't possibly be any stupider than the people here. So
Isn't
yeah, I
that
think I'll
true?
be happy.
Isn't that
I
true?
fucking hate stupidity, and
Yeah.
I'm confronted every day with it here.
Yep. This area definitely has its stupidity. My uncle actually moved to Taiwan, do the
Wow.
same thing that you're talking about. So.
Well, that can't be a stupid place. Everything that is made comes from
Oh
there.
yeah, all the technology comes from Taiwan. Yeah.
As in Taiwan semiconductor chips.
Yeah, Taiwan has a chokehold right now in the world when it comes to their electronics. But all right. Well, I would definitely love to come by. What would be your availability, Dan?
Pretty much 5 o'clock any day. I'm an afternoon guy, or 4. I'm not a up in the morning chicken or rooster.
All right. So you're gonna make me come over there in rush hour, huh?
Well, you can come before rush hour, have dinner here, and go home like a gentleman afterwards.
I'm just kidding.
There are a few good restaurants in North
Oh
Miami.
yeah, North
these
Miami has
days.
everything. Yeah, North Miami has everything. It's a built-up area, you know. So all right. Well, that might
Pretty
work.
much.
Let me talk to
Okay.
my partner, see if he can come with me when I come by.
That's
And
good.
then with your move and everything, I mean, how much money would you need to to do all that? How much money were you looking to sell this for?
Well, come and make the offer.
Okay. And it's a 2-1,
Go
right?
from there. It's a 3-1. There's
It's a 3-1.
Yeah,
So Florida room or something?
something like that.
Okay. Does that third bedroom have a closet?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a 3-1.
And an escape hatch. It has its own door.
Okay, nice. Has a separate
What
entrance.
what it is, as the Afro Americans around here are wont to say, is it appears to me that because all the homes in the neighborhood were, there's so many models, it was just built out like I guess most neighborhoods are. I think it was not a garage but a carport.
Oh, okay. I've seen those
And
before. Yeah.
I think it had a rear. Well, I don't know. Now that I never really thought about it, it appeared to me that they bricked in the front part of the carport, and now it was an enclosed room. But I guess they bricked in the back part too. I don't know. I mean, we bought the property 60 something years ago. As it is.
Yeah, you guys bought it before there was $5 million houses all around you. You know.
Yeah, they're knocking homes down now and making little mini, mansions like they have over there in Lauderdale on Baywater Drive. I think it's called. A friend of mine lives there. They knock homes down because it's on the water.
Have you?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I was just agreeing with you.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Have you been getting some calls from developers and stuff saying that they'll knock down your house?
I get the calls.
Okay. They've been making you good offers or nothing good yet?
I had 2 offers, and then they after they sniffed and snorted, called me the next day. They wanted to pay $40,000-$50,000 less, which
man,
is
I hate
normal,
when
I
they do
guess.
that. Yeah, that's not
That's
good.
what people do.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, I haven't been talking to end users. Everyone I talk to is a guy like you in business that looks at it as a commodity to a pig to put lipstick and an earring on and sell it for more. So you have to have a different pricing structure.
Sure.
I had 2 other buildings. One I sold to an investor, and the other I sold to the end buyer, and that was much smoother, and I got a better price. So I mean, I understand it all. We'll see if I'm sorry, if you appreciate the neighborhood, and the price point works for you, we'll do it. If it doesn't, we've both educated ourselves a little.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was nice to chat with you either way. Just out of curiosity, what were the other offers for? What were they for, and then what did they try to get you down to?
They were 5-ish, 5'10-ish, and then they dropped 40 to 50.
Gotcha. Okay, so if we wanted to buy it, you think we'd have to be north of 500?
Well, I take 495, which to me is the same thing. It's, if I'm buying something anywhere in the world, they never price it at an even number. It's always 95 or 99.
Yeah, it's funny how that
Emotionally,
works.
it
Yeah.
seems much tastier to the buyer. So, can I do anything with 500 that I couldn't do with 495? No. So, if that warms your cockles emotionally, then you can keep the 5. I really want 5 for it, but 495 is the same, and it makes it a little easier for a buyer. I guess.
Okay, for sure, yeah.
I shouldn't have asked 5. I mean, I'm not 10 years old. I could have easily have said 499.99, and then the guy would have said, "Oh, okay. I was afraid you wanted 5. No, I don't want 5. Just give me 499.99."
Yeah.
The guy probably would have said, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you
All
what.
right, let's say I'd like 495.
Yeah. If we end up buying your house, I'll give you a flat number, okay?
Well, as you wish.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see. We haven't gotten to that point. The home needs work, a bunch of work. It's original.
Yeah.
And I'm not a middle class hero, and it's got some degradation around the edges. So it definitely needs it's a pig that needs lipstick and an earring, but it has nice lines. Everyone loves the home.
Yeah, location
It's on a
is great.
10,000-foot lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good location. Biscayne Park, which is across the street 20 feet away, has a lot of cachet. That's a special little place.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm on the divisory street. In fact, my street is policed by Biscayne Park Police on the south side. There are little trees in the middle of the street, which also adds a little charm. And I'm on the north side, which is better because it's 20 feet away and the taxes are lower, and they sit on their waste material, and mine goes out into the ocean, hopefully, which also makes it better. Who the hell wants a septic tank in the backyard?
Yeah, for real. Nowadays, I
But
definitely don't.
Biscayne Park is all septic tanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me talk to
away.
my partner, and you're saying that maybe we can come by sometime this week after 5 p.m.
Yeah, whenever it's convenient for you guys.
Okay, sounds good. And I don't know if I asked you, but how old is the roof and AC and stuff like that?
All of that needs attention at this point. The roof is about 20 years old. But it's the cheapest roof there is to do. Even at today's, it's always going to be the cheapest roof because it's a flat roof. So
okay, it's a flat
just
roof.
a rubberoid rollout roof.
How much in repairs do you think we're looking at if we ended up buying it and kept it?
Well, I haven't done any for. I know what the costs were 20 years ago, but Mercedes was half price then, so I can't honestly tell you.
Yeah, it makes
the
sense.
Material. I did the entire roof for. I bought $2,000 worth of materials 20 years ago, and I did it with my own hands, which was really stupid. I just wanted the experience because professional roofers were going to do it for I think $23,000 or something, and I mean $2,300, I think, or maybe it was $2,600, and I did it myself. And when it came right down to it, there was only a $600 savings. It was totally crazy. But now there's no I don't know. I know every little everything is significantly more than it was, which is another thought which amazes me. There are probably 1,000 new apartments within a few miles of here going up. There are buildings everywhere. How the fuck are they building buildings at today's prices?
Yeah, well,
I don't
they just rent them at today's prices too.
Well, that's it. Yeah, there's a building 3 blocks from my house it just went up, and it says, over 55, which generally means it's cheaper. And it's not there's no great views or anything. There's no water. I called the place and I said, how much, and she asked what size I wanted. And I said, tell me all of them. I said, start at the lowest. So she said, well, the efficiencies start at $2,200 a month.
Wow.
I mean, I said, are you out of your mind? Don't you think the renters have heard of Monaco and Monte Carlo and Surfside and Bal Harbor? Who the fuck is going to give you $2,200 for one room in North Miami? Are you out of your mind? And she said, well, the finishes. These people think they can spend another $2,000 on a little apartment making nice finishes, and they're going to get an extra $1,000 a month for the next 50 years.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is they actually get it. That's the crazy part.
Well, I don't think these apartments are going to fill up with people willing to. If an efficiency is at $2,000, a 3-bedroom will be $4,000. Who needs that street at $4,000? That's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, all right, sir. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. It was nice to chat with you, Dan. My name is Alec. Once again,
okay.
I'm going to talk to my team and see if we can make that 495 work. And then, if we're in that ballpark, I'll give you a buzz back, and we could set up a time to see it.
Okay, that would be great.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'll talk to you then.
All right, talk to you soon.
Top of the afternoon to you, Alec.
All right, bye. Yeah, nice guy. Absolutely delusional when it comes to price. Absolutely delusional. Needs to be at like 400. So yeah, that's what.
Hello.
Hey Patricia, it's Alec. How are you? Good morning.
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. Just giving you a call. We were texting yesterday. You told me to call you at this time.
Right.
Hope you've been well.
I'm hanging in there. I'm
Okay.
hanging in there.
Gotcha. Well, I did talk to my underwriting team, as I mentioned last time we talked a few days ago, and I do have 2 offers here for you. So just wanted to run them by you and see if either one of them made sense.
Okay. Talk to me.
Sure. So the first offer is going to be a cash offer. This is a traditional cash offer, 30-day closing period. But to be honest with you, I kind of don't want to tell it to you because it is below your 69 asking price. So I'm not sure if this offer is going to make sense.
Go ahead.
Okay, it would be at 50.
What's your other?
Yeah, I know that one's a little bit low. Good news is the second offer is higher. So the second offer is a little bit of a different structure where instead of us closing cash in 30 days, we're actually going to need more access to the property. And what we're going to do is we're going to pre-market the house and try to find somebody that either wants to buy it and we'll partner with them, or find somebody that wants to financially partner with us on the house and work with us on the deal. So we're going to be pre-marketing and pre-selling the property. It's still going to be net to you the same amount, and that price is going to be the full 69. So I was able to get a $69,000 offer with that, and it's going to be the more access with the pre-marketing.
Okay. When you say access, does that mean somebody comes, I have to allow them on the property, or are you talking about getting another investor to go in with you, with y'all?
Both. So you just went over both perfectly. So the first one, yes, you would need potentially more access. So maybe 2 days a week where we could have somebody walk the property, and then that could be potentially an investor, a financial partner. Probably would be contractors and maybe an inspector as well. It could also be first-time home buyers that are interested in the property, and then we'll do some repairs to the house to make sure it fits their needs and is a loanable property, if that makes sense.
Okay. And you said the first offer was what?
The first offer is going to be a cash offer, so that's where we ourselves are buying it. we're not going to be pre-marketing it, but that's going to be a $50,000 offer, so it's a bit lower. So I was able to get that 69,000 offer that you wanted, but we would want to do the pre-marketing.
And that's with 30-day closing on either offer?
The first one would be a 30-day closing. The second offer, we do like to have a 60-day closing. However, we have closed in 30 days before.
I'm just writing this down.
No, you're good. And I could send you a text with what we went over because I know it's a lot of information. And I can go over both the offers. It sounds like the second one might be a better fit, but the second one, the closing date, it really just depends on, how quickly we could find that partner or that person that's interested in the house, and then, that'll expedite everything.
If I can come down on my 69, can you do any better on the 50 and a 30-day closing?
I can definitely go back and ask. What were you thinking?
Um, 62.
62. I would just feel bad at that point though, because you wanted to buy the new house for 65, so you'd have to come out of pocket.
Well, we've talked with them some more since you and I talked before, and I can come down to 62. I can come down to 62 if you can do 62 cash and a 30-day closing.
Okay, and what's your opinion on that second offer? It sounds like you have a lot of interest in that one.
I do, but I'd like to get out in 30 days.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. I don't mind contractors or other investors contacting me and setting up a day to come and look. I have no problem with that because I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
If I really had to do 60 days, I would, and take the 69.
Yeah, we're able to get a little bit more in your pocket. Actually, they originally told me 65 for that. I was able to get them up to 69. I thought that was what you were, wanting to do. I wanted to get you that full price.
I didn't know the other people was going to work some more with me.
Okay.
See, that they've got another place like 3 hours from here.
Gotcha.
And they're kind of tired of coming back and forth, and I understand the miles and gas, and so they made us, the boyfriend, another offer.
Gotcha.
They said, and I'm like, okay, I got a couple investors going to be calling me. Let me talk with them. So maybe something will work out here then, because that puts me in a position I can come down some. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going. Not if I can come down some, make them happy and knowing we will be happy, then that's what I'm willing to do.
Yeah, gotcha.
But, if you can get me 62 cash, I'll go for it. If you can't, and if I have to wait.
Well, you would be making a little bit more money with that second offer. That's the only thing. So it sounds like, But
that second offer is kind of like in the wind. You got to make sure y'all's going to be able to find someone else.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you will or not, right? It's not a guarantee.
When our team does approve these, they usually feel pretty confident in our abilities to do that. But what I can do is we can, if you did want to do that second offer, I can put in there a clause in there that says within 15 business days of us moving forward, we can we can give you a good idea on if we're moving forward, because usually it takes around 15 business days to know if it's, if it's gonna work or not. So, if you want to do that, I could put that in there too. So you don't have to wait the full 60 days, and then, we say, hey, Patricia, we can't make it work. I could, maybe put in there 15 business days, and then you'll know, within a couple of weeks, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
so if we see can't move forward in
In
at
15
least
business days, then
right.
we can either, we can discuss that cash offer, or I could, let you know where we would have to be with an adjusted, offer, or, you could, sell it to somebody else or something,
Okay, and in the meantime, I don't talk to no more investors.
Yeah, I mean, if we did move forward, that would be a
Okay.
common courtesy to not. I mean,
Right.
you could if you wanted to, but we would have a
I won't.
contract,
I
so
won't. I won't do that because you're working to. At least you're working to on the second offer to try and get me my asking price. And
yeah,
even though it's going to be 60 days closing, well, I'm sure I can work with the other people. I'm sure they'll give me. I'll just tell them, this is the best, and this is a if we don't move forward in 15 business days
then you can go
on
back to
my
them.
asking price,
Yeah.
then okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
yeah, and we'll cover all the costs associated with that, so we're also going to be investing our own money into it. So it's
Uh-huh.
not, we'll be investing money. Ideally, you would want to put on the MLS as well, and some other sources that we have, people that we work with online. So, we would be investing our own, time and money into this. So in the
Right.
situation that we can't, we're not just walking away. We also would, have something invested. You would still be getting that net 69 though. Anything other, if there's any realtor commissions or any other fees, we're paying that on top of it.
Okay. The only thing I'm going to end up paying is like the $25 for the wire transfer.
Yeah, and the prorated taxes, yeah.
Well, my taxes are due next month. I pay my taxes every 3 months,
Okay.
so chances are my taxes will be paid and I won't have to do anything there.
Perfect. Yep. So just that water transfer and any moving expenses or whatever, if you have any.
Yeah, that's my part. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that. Okay, I won't talk to you anymore. You just send me a text and go over everything we talked about. And if you do send any contractors or investors, just kind of send me a text and give me a
Oh yeah,
heads
you'll
up.
have at least 24 hours notice before anything happens. Um, what I can do is I'll talk to my underwriting team and just confirm all the details. Let me talk to them about the 15-day inspection period, the 15 business days, because to be honest with you, I didn't they didn't tell me that. I just brought that up myself, so I need to confirm that that's okay. And then from there I can send you over a purchase agreement, and we can get this started.
Okay.
Yeah. And then by mid-May you'll know, if we're performing or, if we can't. So.
Okay, and if they don't want to do the 15-day thing, then just see if you can get me the 62.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Okay, I won't be talking to anybody else but you.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. And then Patricia, I know you're usually busy during the day. When should I get back with you? I mean, I know you text, but I mean, would you be free this evening?
Yeah, I'll be. Let's see. We're going to Gainesville. We got our appointment. We should
To
be back
Gainesville.
home.
You're going to Gainesville? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a drive.
Yeah. That's about where the best doctors are. Placa don't got really good doctors.
Interesting.
And
How far is Gainesville? Like 40 minutes, an hour?
yeah, depending on what kind of traffic you hit, and if you got to go all the way out by 75 or to the doctor, but yeah, it's it's a jump, all right.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
Well, drive safe. And
we should be home by around 5 o'clock.
okay, sounds good. I'll talk to my team and then we can discuss, and I'll send you a text. I imagine you'll read them in your downtime.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will.
All right,
All right,
thanks so
thanks
much.
a lot, Eric.
Okay, bye.
Hi, good.
Good, Lester. It's been a while. We haven't talked in a bit about your lot in Sarasota.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Yeah,
could you call me back in about 5-10 minutes? I'm on another line.
yeah. I just had a quick question for you though. Just one second. Every time I call you, it goes straight to voicemail. I can never get in touch with you, and then you tell me to call you back, and it never rings or you never answer.
Well, my voicemail is full.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes your phone doesn't even ring though. Do you know why?
It don't ring sometimes.
No, it doesn't ring sometimes. Yeah, and I can't call you back because you told me the other day to call you when you were with your wife so I can get her email address and send you the offer, but I could never get it to ring, so I couldn't send you the offer.
Well, maybe my phone was dead.
Oh.
What was the offer? 75,000.
Yeah.
75,000. Okay. Well, yeah. My phone probably dead at the moment.
Okay. Well, what are the next steps?
Well, I'm ready. I mean, yeah. Hold on for a minute.
Yeah, see, he was trying to hang up and do something, but I'm gonna stay on the phone with him as long as. Ah, he hung up. Fuck. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna call him back. I was like saying I'm gonna stay on the phone with him. He hung up, but I'm gonna call him back in a little bit. I'll record if he answers.
Hello.
Hey, I was looking for GJ.
Huh?
I was looking for GJ.
This is GJ.
Oh, okay. Hey, GJ, it's Alec. How are you?
Good.
Good. We spoke yesterday about your lot in Tampa and
Yeah.
Hemlock. Yep. So
Yeah.
I did talk to my team about it. We are interested. We're thinking we can make your price work as well. The only thing is we were just a little confused on the zoning. So I just wanted to see if you were familiar with the zoning of it, because it shows the zoning as commercial and then there's a commercial nearby, but then it shows it also as residential vacant. So I'm just a little confused on what we could even build here if we, bought it.
Yeah. I always thought it was heavy industrial.
Heavy industrial?
It did have a house on it, but I thought the property was heavy industrial. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what
You'll
we're
have
trying
to
to
check
figure
that out.
out. Is this something we
Yeah,
can even
check.
build a house on? Is this something
You'll
that
have to go through somebody and check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the
And I'll
county.
I'll see what kind of paperwork I got here or something.
Oh, you have some paperwork? Okay.
I don't know.
And then I was just looking at the pictures from a couple of years ago. It looks like there used to be a whole bunch of supplies. Like in 2022, there's a bunch of pipes and stuff. So what was the city using your land to, as storage at one point? Were they paying you for that?
For the piping?
Well, there's just like a whole bunch of metal tubes on the lot in 2022. So I was like, are they paying you for that, or they just used it?
Well, they paid me some for it, but there's two 40-inch pipes underground up on the front lot, one on 20th Street.
Yeah.
So.
Have you gotten any offers from the industrial place next door? Have they offered to buy the lot?
No.
Have you ever heard from them? Did they ever?
I don't know. I've never.
You never tried?
If they did, they didn't say they were from next door.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I was just curious. Yeah. I mean, if you have any paperwork, that would help, because at the moment we're just a little confused. If you were on the other side of the street, I think we would move forward, but you're on this side of the street, it's a little trickier.
Yeah. Well, just figure out what you want to, and then let me know. Like I say, I'm no hurry. Just told you the way it was the other day, and it's still the same way.
Yep, I got you. And you said you're gonna look if you have any paperwork. Is that correct?
I'll look around and see if I can find anything. I don't know.
Okay. Should I call you back
Okay.
tomorrow? You think you'll have that?
Maybe the day after. I'll have to wait till the gal comes and helps me look for it.
Okay. All right, I can give you a call in
Okay.
2 days.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hello?
Hey, Cheryl, it's Alec. How are you?
Who's this?
We spoke yesterday briefly about your house in Milton.
Oh, okay.
And I think you were like driving or unpacking or something, and you got caught up, and he calling you back.
I'm making breakfast.
Okay. All right. Well, are you still looking to sell that house? I think you mentioned you had some tenants living in the back shed, and you used to live there but moved out.
Yep.
I just muted it, but I just want to emphasize I called her 3 times. That was a triple dial.
Yeah, but
crazy.
Where are you from?
We're local. We're not too far away.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, we wanted to give you an offer. Our referral company had mentioned that you were looking to sell, and we do buy, we do buy in Milton, so we just wanted to get some ideas on the property and get you an offer. I guess my first question would be, can you remind me of why you were looking to sell? It sounds like you have the tenants there. Are you just going to rent out the front house, or you just wanted to sell instead?
No, I just want to get away from there. People there, I don't want to be around.
Gotcha.
They won't leave, so I'm gonna leave.
Gotcha. And in the situation no, good for you. Now in the situation we did buy it, are you going to be selling it with the tenants there, or are they going to be leaving?
You have to make them leave, but
Okay,
they all know they have to leave.
Okay,
There's 3 of them, 4 of them actually.
4 tenants in one shed?
No, there's 1 in the shed and 1 halfway in the house and 2 in a RV.
2 in RV. Wow. And the sale,
Yeah, but the RV belongs to the one that stays in the house, and they can all go at one time, all 3 of them. And then you just got the one in the back.
Gotcha.
They all know they have to leave.
And is the RV coming with the sale, or is they taking that and leaving?
No, they're taking 1. Yeah, the other one they've already they took my motor out, my transmission out, and it's just shelves that's sitting there.
Okay. Gotcha. And what is the condition of the house? Is this house livable?
It is livable, but it needs a lot of work.
Needs a lot of work.
They were gonna tear it down when I bought it.
Oh my gosh.
15 years ago. Yeah.
They were gonna tear it down 15 years ago, and how much
Yeah.
money did you put into it then?
Quite a bit. I mean, plus it was $34,000 when I bought it, the property and the mobile home. They gave me the mobile home. So, there was like 200 holes in the living room.
Oh my
where they
God.
they threw baby food jars, locks, anything that would go through they just vandalized it really bad.
What the heck? So you paid
But
$34K?
I fixed it. Huh?
So you paid $34K for it 15 years ago?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And how much did you put into it? You said you fixed what?
I put a lot into it over 15 years. I mean, the walls, every wall in the house had holes in it where they ran a motorcycle through it. Yeah. I put a new floor in it, put a new roof on it.
That's insane.
Yeah. Squatters.
Yeah, squatters. Yeah, that's the right answer. Yeah.
But I put a new roof on it, new floor in the living room, kitchen.
So are all the renovations from 15 years ago when you bought it, or have you done?
Yeah. No, they're all from back then.
So now the state of the mobile home, I assume it's not as bad as when you bought it 15 years ago, but it needs some work done? Is it mobile home or manufactured
it does.
home?
It's a manufactured home.
Yeah. So it needs some work.
It needs work. It needs a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie.
How much would you say in work it needs? Like 20,000, 40, 50?
maybe, I don't know, 20 maybe. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Got it.
I
Okay.
mean, you guys do all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we definitely want to come take a look at it, if possible. Now you mentioned that you had one guy living in the house. So what does that mean?
He's kind of in the house and kind of not. He's got a bedroom in there, but he pretty much stays on his four-wheeler and gone all the time.
Okay, so but he is in the house.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So he's
the real
essentially
one.
renting the whole house since you moved out.
No, nobody's renting. No one's paid a penny.
Oh, okay.
None
So
of
none
them.
of these 4 people are paying.
No, I have no contract with no one.
Oh, okay, well that's great. So there's gonna be a lot of evictions here that need to
Yeah,
take
they
place.
just gotta go.
So we need to do 4 evictions and a full rehab to the house.
But they have, they changed the law about squatters. You can give them a 3-day notice, and they have to be gone. The police
Oh,
will
yeah.
come sit in front of the place until they're gone.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, they just changed that.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm looking at the pictures from 2007 to get a better idea because it's kind of hard to see. It looks like the mobile home used to be further left. I don't know. Did you move?
No. No, it's been in the same place.
Okay. I'm just trying to get an idea of it. Okay. All right. And where are you living now? Did you move out of Milton?
I'm in Walnut Hill.
You're in Walnut Hill?
Yeah.
Where is Walnut Hill? I don't even know where that is.
It's past Cantonment up towards Jay and Molino.
Huh. Didn't even know Walnut Hill was a place. It looks like a cute area though. Looks like a cute little area.
Is it Bernal Park?
Nice. Okay. I've probably driven by Walnut Hill going to Atlanta before. Maybe. I don't know. But
You had what?
I've probably driven by Walnut Hill driving to Atlanta before.
No.
I don't know, maybe. But all right, and you already have a place in Walnut Hill, it sounds like. So you already
Yeah, I'm living. I'm not living in there. Still got to go get a few things, but
you need to get a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. And what were your plans from here? What was your timeline on selling, and how did you want this
They're
to go?
going to foreclose on it if I don't. I've had 3 people say they don't back out on it already.
You've had 3 buyers back out.
Yep. I had 3 buyers back out.
Why?
Because of the condition of the property.
Got it. And what were they even offering you? What do you owe on the mortgage?
I owe 18. Well, 19.
You owe $19K on the mortgage?
Yeah.
And what were they offering you? The $19K?
No. They were offering me. We wanted 70 to start with, and that person backed out, but we had a contract with him, and he never ever got back with us. And then another lady, they were going to do it, and they backed out, and it was 50. It was 50, and they waited all the way 30 days before, and wait until it's almost foreclosure.
Are you
to
kidding
tell
me?
me that they're going to back out? No,
Are you kidding
and
me?
that's
That is such a bad business. Oh my god.
It is. That's that damn guy that starts it on the radio. It's like, oh, you got foreclosure? Not a problem. You got people in your property? Not a problem. And when I first talked to him, he said no. I called him back. I said, you know what? You put on your ad on the radio. I said, you say this and you say that, and I got all that stuff, and you're not going to help me.
Yeah,
So he
absolutely
offered me
insane.
50. Yeah, so he offered me 50, and then he backed out like 4 weeks later. After
Yeah.
now I'm in a jam.
So
I'll go there 15 years, and I don't want to walk away with nothing.
Yeah. And you go by Cheryl, right? Cheryl?
Yeah.
Cheryl. Okay, and Cheryl, I mean, he offered you 50, so you'd walk away with like 30-ish in that offer.
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, it sounds like it's, you mentioned it's going to foreclosure soon. In that case, you may walk away
It's
with
going
nothing
to.
at that point.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes into foreclosure, you're not really making
No.
any money at that case. So
No. And then that Greg buyer, he comes back and says he'll give me 15. That doesn't even pay my mortgage
yeah,
off.
that's insulting. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's insulting. How much were you needing to walk away with?
30. I want to walk away with at least. I mean, I want to walk away with more. Yeah, but that with everybody backing out and everything, that's about all I can get out of it.
Do you have back payments?
Huh?
Do you have any arrear payments or back payments?
They added that all into the
You
18,000.
put it into the end of the loan? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely get you an offer here. I do have to talk to my underwriting team. I just make the calls here. I'm not the one with the money or anything.
Mhm.
So I'll have to talk to them and see what we can do here and, get
It's got 2
something.
lots. There's 2 lots, 2 septics, 2 waters,
Oh,
2
is it
water
two lots?
meters.
That's why I was
Yeah.
confused because the lot to the left in 2007 had a mobile home with a red truck in
Yeah.
front of it.
Yeah.
What happened
Yep.
to that one?
They moved out. I bought both lots and they combined them as one for tax purposes.
Got it. And
But
then
still, it's 2 lots.
your house is the one with this little half circle window above the door. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And 2 windows. It looks like you have 2 window unit ACs, so no central AC.
Yeah. Yep. We got window units.
2 windows.
There's got all the piping is underneath the trailer for an AC.
So you have
But
2 lots. Now, are we able to subdivide those lots, or is it stuck with
yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is the mortgage attached to? It's just, I guess you combined it, so the mortgage is attached to both at this point.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Lot 13 and 14.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me talk to my team about this. And obviously, it sounds like there is some stuff that needs to be done soon. We need to get this, make sure it doesn't get into foreclosure.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also need to get these freaking guys out of here. This is ridiculous that they're not paying anything
Yeah.
and living here.
No, nothing.
It's
They've been there.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we need to get them out. We need to get this loan caught up, and then obviously probably a good amount in repairs as well. So let me talk to my underwriting team. As I mentioned, I just make the calls. I mean, the 15K offer was low. You had an offer for
Yeah.
50. You mentioned 30. With 30K, you're walking away with around 11.
No. I didn't know. I didn't have an offer for 30. It was 50.
No, you had an
I
offer
was
for
walking
50.
away
Yeah.
with 30.
No, I was just saying with the 30K offer,
Yeah.
with the 30K price, you're walking away with around $11,000.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, let me talk to my team and see if we can get you that 11,000.
No, I don't want that. I don't want the 11,000. No, I won't take that.
Well, the 30 would be the 11,000.
I didn't never had one for 30. I won't go with 30. I'm going with 50 is on my lowest.
Oh, I thought you just said you wanted $30,000 for it.
No, I want to walk away with 30.
You want to walk away with 30. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to sell it for 50, and then after paying the mortgage, you're
Yeah.
getting the 30. Okay.
Yep.
I misunderstood. My apologies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
let me see if I can get you that $30,000 net to you after paying off that mortgage. And you're saying that you would want to sell this as soon as possible, right?
Yes. Very
Do
much.
you know when it would go into foreclosure if it
I
was?
don't know. I haven't. He sent me a letter saying that I had to have them have 18,000 by a certain date, which was already gone past, and it wasn't from the court or nothing.
Mm.
It was just a letter from the attorney.
Got it. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
He's
we
got to go through the court, right? For foreclosure.
What was that? Sorry.
He has to go through the court for foreclosure, right?
Yeah. I mean, who
Yeah, they go-
who is this attorney?
Jack Laughlin.
Okay, but what does he do? He's a real estate attorney? Or?
He's a realtor attorney, and he's an asshole, and he will rip you off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Good to know. Okay. Yeah, let me okay, so I'm gonna send this over to my underwriting team, and then obviously I called you yesterday and you were busy. I mean, when is the best time to call you, Cheryl?
Anytime. I just up here we don't get very good reception, so if you catch us, that's great.
Okay.
Because we don't get a signal up here.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're out of signal area.
Nope, I understand. All right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. It was nice to chat with you.
All right.
Okay. Talk to you soon. All right,
Bye.
All right. So she wants to walk away with 30. A lot of motivation here. I think on the next call, dig a little bit deeper into that motivation. Be like, okay, you have this and this. You're in a bad situation with this. Let's get something done with this. It's kind of how I'm thinking about it. and try to get it like, I was thinking 30,000. Can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah. How are you doing, sir?
You good?
Good. Okay. Well, I was just calling you. We spoke in the past about originally about your house in Sandpiper and your other house, and you're saying that your sister-in-law might seller finance us. So I was just calling to see if you had an update on that.
Which house?
Well, you were saying that she might be open to seller financing us on the one in Esther. So
Oh yeah,
I just wanted to see if you had an update on if she was still open to doing that.
yeah. Not really. No, I guess the buyer would have to get their own financing
Okay.
or cash.
What did she say?
He just wasn't interested in doing it.
Okay. Is she interested in seller financing a different property or any other properties, or just not?
No, she's not.
She's not open to doing any?
Yeah, we're partners. We both own the units. Her and
Okay.
I.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I could see us buying that is if she was open to doing that seller financing offer that we spoke about before.
Yeah. No, I'll check again, but she wasn't interested in doing that.
All right. Well, does it make sense for me to
seller,
keep?
Can the buyer get their own financing?
Well, we would be the buyer.
Okay. Can you get your own financing? Or
I mean, not for this kind of property. I mean, we can, but not for this kind of property. It doesn't make sense to.
All right. Well, I mean, it's the interest rate would probably be the same as a bank if she did it, but she's not interested in doing that.
Yeah, well, with the seller financing, sometimes we can get a better down payment or better interest rates. So, that's why we like to do that, and it saves us the hassle.
Yeah. Not for this property.
Okay. Well, should I call you back in the future? I mean,
You can, or you can decide to do your own financing or pay cash.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it
Let me know
cash.
let me know if you're interested in doing any of that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, that was a weird one. So he had this house I was talking to him about, and he's like, "Oh, I have this other house, and my sister-in-law is gonna seller finance it." I'm like, "All right, get some info," and she's not anymore. So that's the gist. All right, I think the first call of this was in this video. It's a lot. He wants 27K for it. I'm gonna call him back. It's the next day. It's been about 24 hours. Hey, Scott, how are you? It's Alec.
Hey, good. How's it going?
Good. We spoke yesterday, I think it was, about your lot.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I did talk to my team. I mentioned I was gonna, talk to them and get an offer here. So I do have an offer for you.
Okay.
Just gonna run it by you and see if it makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, sure. So it is an offer for 22,500, and that does include us paying all the closing costs. So that would be a net amount to you in your pocket with a 2-week closing.
Okay. Let me think about that, and I will get back with you.
Okay, what are you gonna be thinking about?
The offer.
Okay, you're gonna think if it makes sense, or you're gonna talk it over with
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah. No, I think about everything. That's like make any decision.
No, I
Spur of the
understand.
moment.
Well, would it make sense for me to send you the offer? Would that help your thinking process?
No, if your verbal words good enough for me
Okay.
to go by,
So be 22,500. Buyer pays all the closing costs. That's a net amount to you with a 2-week closing.
Okay. Let me think it over, and I can get you back at this number, right?
Yeah. When should I follow back up with you? I'll follow up with you. Make it easier.
You can do that with me this time tomorrow. Go ahead.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm busy at work, and I got a lot of employees. And
No, you're
50
good.
things
No worries.
going
I know
on,
it
so
goes.
you call me.
Yep. Hey, so my underwriting team is gonna ask me tomorrow morning when I have a meeting, because whenever I give offers, they like to have an update on the offers. So what should I tell them? You're, considering it, highly considering
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, considering. Yeah.
Considering it. Like, does it sound like we're gonna be good? Because they're gonna ask me this, and I just want to know what to say.
He's a thinker.
He's a thinker.
But I'm going to talk to him later today, which will be tomorrow.
Okay. All right, sir. Appreciate your time.
All right.
All
Good
right,
night.
bye. Hey,
Hello?
hey, what's up?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? I actually have two offers here. And usually
Okay.
I don't get two offers, so that's a good thing.
Yes, that is a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the first offer is going to be a cash offer. That's going to be us buying it. Included in that cash offer is us paying the closing costs, so it's going to be a net amount to you and any other, fees associated with that. And we can also close in as soon as 30 days. Now, ideally, the underwriting team told me they don't like these mobile homes without land because it's a bill of sale and it's DMV and stuff. Our title company can still do that, but it's not ideal. So our cash offer is going to be at 17,000.
Okay. And the other offer?
The other one is going to be a little bit different. This offer is where we're going to need a little bit more access to the house. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to be pre-marketing the house and looking for somebody that actually wants to live in it. And we're going to partner with them and do some repairs to, cater the house to them. And then we're going to sell the unit to them. So we're going to be pre-marketing and pre-selling the property. In that process, you're not going to cover any of the marketing fees or anything. Only thing that we would need from you is more access. And that one is, if you do allow us that, we are able to come up to a higher price. So instead of 17, we're able to do 20,000.
Okay. And that would take how long?
With the second offer, we usually like to say on or before 60 days. Now, sometimes it takes as soon as 30 or 21 days. Sometimes we need a little bit longer. It really depends on how that pre-marketing goes.
And with the 17?
With the 17, that would be a 30-day closing period.
Okay. And you buying it as is?
Correct. Yep. We would do an inspection of it, but we would buy it as is.
Okay. So what would I have to leave, leave in there or take everything on? What?
Well, we would have to do an inspection, so we'll see what's in there and everything. This is an unseen offer. We would also need to get the HOA info and do that process.
HOA, there's no HOA.
Well, the lot.
Oh, the lot.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta apply, right?
You gotta get I believe it's a background check. That's about it. Which I got that paperwork.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we would need to see all that.
And what else? And sign the title to you. That's it.
Yeah, so I would send you over a bill of sale, and then you would assign the title to us. It's a 1-1 with a den, right? It's almost a 2-1.
It's a 1-1 with kitchen, living room, and an extension.
Yeah, and then it's a 55 and up land lease community with a, I think you said $300 lot rent.
And water included.
And water included, yeah.
I mean, can we go for 18 maybe?
I can ask, but to be honest with you, those offers are usually pretty firm.
Because I was gonna get 20 before, but 2 years ago. So
Yeah, I don't see us coming up to 20. I mean, there's one listed here for 30 in your same neighborhood, and it's fully renovated. So, we're kind of looking at that one and, seeing the value.
Can we at least do 18? If we could do 18.
I mean, I can go back and ask if you want.
Okay. Try for 18. I like even numbers.
You want 18
Remember?
with the pre-marketing offer?
No, with your offer, with getting rid of it quick.
Okay. I mean, we offered higher with the pre-marketing offer, though, I thought.
You said 20.
Yeah. So, so you wouldn't want to do that pre-marketing offer?
But that would take, you said 60 days.
Up to 60 days, yeah.
But would it be a firm, it would be a sure thing?
Yeah, so you'll know within 15 days if it's a sure thing or not. We'll have a 15 business day inspection period, and by the end of that, you'll know 100% if it's a sure thing or not.
After the 15 days.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that one then, I guess.
Okay. And I think you mentioned that you had some pictures that you could send us.
I know. It's just that I had so much yesterday to do that I was overloaded.
Okay.
And right now I was just gonna start doing something else, and you happened to call.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, it was nice to
text me.
chat with you. Thanks for taking my call.
And just now somebody called me again.
Oh my
It's like
gosh, you're
the problem
nonstop.
is, yeah, this is the problem that I just had a car accident.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and my car got totaled.
Oh my God.
So
Are you okay?
yeah, thank God.
Thank
I just
God.
hurt my knee, but I'm still capable of walking.
Wow,
you
God
know,
bless you.
but I'm dealing with the insurance company and trying to get the title and pay off the car so they could send me the check so I could buy a new car because I don't have a car now.
Yeah, that's definitely
So I'm
what you
like
need.
stuck. I can't move nowhere. So if,
Wow.
let's say right now you was to tell me, look, I'll meet you over there tomorrow, the next day, I got to tell you I can't because I don't have a car. I'm in St. Petersburg.
Oh
You
my
know?
gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm like,
we can
I'm
do
knocked
everything
down right
virtual
now.
then. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get everything done there, and I only got a certain amount of time to get everything going. And then at the same time, I'm trying to get a new car.
Oh my
you
God.
know? So I got dealers calling me, car dealers, the insurance company, and doctor's appointments.
My gosh,
And
you're
it's
busy.
like I'm really overwhelmed. Okay?
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
So it's like boom, 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 one thing after the other, and I'm like, please, I just need, give me a second, just a second,
I can imagine,
to take a
yeah.
breather,
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
and then yesterday when I spoke to you, I was in the cab
Oh my
getting my
gosh.
stuff out of my old car.
I didn't know you were in a cab. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, and the cab driver was looking at me and he was like, whoa, you gotta overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
I said, I can't, I have to do this because if I don't move fast enough, I'm not gonna get my money and I can't get my car. And, I can't sit on it. And it's so much, it's like and then, then you came around and you shocked me because I've been, for days and months waiting for somebody to give me an offer. And then all of a sudden now you come and give me an offer. And I'm like, what the heck? Hold
Wow.
on. It's like boom, boom. And I'm like, oh no, this is getting overwhelming now. But it's not that I forgot you, okay? It's just that I'm trying to catch up to everything. And then, certain things you got to do before 5 o'clock, or they won't,
Yeah, no, I
deal
know.
with you.
Yeah, I follow you.
Like right now, the dealer called me from
All right, I'll be
a car
honest. I
place,
think I messed
and
up. I don't think this is a
I
deal at
told him,
20K.
give me 10 minutes, okay?
I'm not
Call me
sure
back. And
if this is a deal at 20K.
And I've been like this
So,
all day long, trying to,
it's just, it's so
know,
shot, bro.
check
It's so
prices
bad.
and stuff because as soon as that money comes in, that's the dealer. The dealer I picked, that's the one I'm getting the car. Walk in
Yeah,
there.
this is just a really bad deal.
Get me
I
a
don't see how
car.
this
I
is
need
worth
a car.
20K.
Because it's
If you own
it's too
land, it
much
would
for
be
me.
better,
It's
but
really going. I feel like I'm going crazy.
yeah, well, everything will work
But
out soon. It sounds like, you got everything working for you slowly.
Yeah. But what I'll do is, as soon as I finish talking to this guy that's gonna call me in a minute,
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking for the pictures, and I
Yeah,
will
that would be
send them to
great.
you.
Yep. Okay, sounds good.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry,
you're good.
man.
You don't have to apologize.
You know, it's like so much going on.
Yeah.
And I'm only one person, you know, because I don't have a spouse or nothing. You know, I live alone, and I got to do everything on my own.
Yep. No, I got
You're
you. But you're
talking,
doing a great job. Now,
you're talking
Angelita,
to a 60-year-old woman, okay?
yeah, do you want to text me the pictures or email me them? Which is easier for you?
I'll text them for you.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna send
text
you a
them for you.
text. I'm gonna say, Angelita, please text the pictures to this number when you can.
Okay.
Okay? I just sent you that
I
text.
will. As soon as I can, as soon as I get off the phone with this guy, I will get to you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
All right. I don't think that's a deal. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. Like it's shot. It's a terrible deal. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna end the cold calling session from here. That was 3 days of calling. This is gonna be a longer video. I'm trying to play around with how long I want to keep these. If I want to keep them like hours or like 30 minutes. So we'll see. The next one will be shorter probably. Sorry, the camera's wobbling. I need to fix that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this provided you some value. If you skim through it or skip through it, I hope you got something out of this. And drop comments below with parts that you like, funny parts, parts that you don't like, parts that I can improve on, and all of that stuff. And remember that these calls build up over time. You're going to be making the calls in the day, wanting results, but then when you make these calls over like a week or a month span, then you look back and you see the results. It's very weird how it works, but that's how it works. So yeah, stay with it. And good luck.